From College Heights Stadium in San Mateo, California, it's time for 3C2A Norcal Championship football between the 10-1 American River Beavers and the 10-1 College of San Mateo Bulldogs. Hi, and welcome, everyone. I'm Jason Neal alongside the coach, Steve Nicolopoulos, and right away, it's two of these top teams. They've met a few weeks ago in game number 4 in the year, and it's a battle to see who goes to state.
Exactly, Jason. You're talking about two of the top teams in Northern California. You see right here, this is kind of how they met last time. They squared up last time, and it was a 24-23 win in favor of San Mateo. But I'll tell you what, the Beavers did not go away. They came back with a vengeance, and you saw that right there. And here's the stop that sealed the deal right here on the last play for American River. They stopped them on a 2-point conversion. And it's going to be a barn burner here today, Jay.
Yeah, they've been such a battle. You know, they have so many great players, but today we want to start with the quarterbacks. And it's got to be right away here. American River, Kenny Leith, he's been unbelievable. 28 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
Leith is amazing. He's a returning starter from last year. He's a true field general on the offense. He's only been sacked 10 times this season, and he's thrown for 1 interception, Jason. 1 interception. He's ranked 20th in the state as a quarterback. He's ranked 4th in the number of TDs, and his quarterback rating is 167.8. But last week he was 9 of 19 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns to go ahead and beat City College of San Francisco to go ahead and get into this game.
And then across the way, Anthony Grigsby, he's been that little. He's not even that little. He's 5'11", but he's been able to get touchdown after touchdown. He's got 30 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
No, Grigsby is the guy that makes things go. He's the engine that makes this offense for CSM go. He last week he was 26 of 36 for 4 touchdowns, and he rushed for 1 himself. He distributes the ball extremely well, not just to 1 or 2 receivers. He's got a whole handful of receivers and running backs that can catch the ball, as you see right here. And I'm telling you, he's 4th among all quarterbacks in the state of California, 3rd in the number of TDs that he's thrown, 30, and a quarterback rating of 180.1.
And it's just been incredible. It's a huge, huge battle here, Steve.
Yeah, no, exactly. You know, we talked about it, Jason, about how these two quarterbacks match up. Let's take a look at the graphic here that we've got to show the quarterbacks and how they match up.
Yeah, the quarterback comparison between these two players, they've been on fire this year, Steve.
Yeah, no, exactly. These are the guys that make these two teams. These are the guys that got them here. I know defenses play great ball, but these are the two guys that help put them in position. And their coaches have got nothing but great things to say.
One's going to Northern Illinois, and the other one is still being talked about where he could go. It's been a battle. It's 10-1 and 10-1. The winner goes to play Ventura Riverside. We'll be back with kickoff after this.
All right, now you're just like Daddy, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training.
Go, Daddy.
Or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity, part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
One of our successes has always been able to find the B personalities, and the B personality just stands for Butler, which means fitting into our organization. We could have been a much bigger company if we had chosen to be, but it's been the philosophy of both myself, Bill, and the leadership team to stay at a size that we really know all of our team members and their family members, because we're only as good as the team member sitting next to us.
Welcome back, folks. Remember, today's game is brought to you by Sequoia Realty Services, a full-service real estate company providing clients with a comprehensive array of services. From buying your first home to acquiring wealth through multiple property investments, we are based on the San Francisco Peninsula and have the capacity to serve the entire Bay Area. Remember, today's game brought to you by Sequoia Realty Services. So as Anthem is finishing up here, it's a rainy, wet, and cold San Mateo day.
Yeah, you know, when I was driving up here today, Jason, there was a beautiful rainbow, and I thought, well, you know what, it's going to go ahead and clear up, but it hasn't yet. We were here last year when these two teams met, and the weather was not very cooperative the last time we were here.
Yeah, it was so foggy and so cold, I don't even think we could see half the game.
No, you couldn't even see the field from our vantage point. We only had a camera down on the field. That's the only thing that caught the action. But going back to these two teams, Jason, you know, they've met 4 times. This will be the 4th time that they've met in the last 14 months. And CSM has been able to walk away a winner with each of those contests.
And it's a year ago this week, about almost to this week, to this day, when they met for this same exact championship game.
Right.
So CSM had won the toss and chosen to defer. So that means 9th-year head coach John Osterhout's Beavers will get the ball first.
Yeah, Coach Osterhout, you know, he's been with this program for quite some time, and he's been at all different levels, coaching, playing, and he's done a great job with his squad in those 9 years with a record of 76 and 28, 13 years at American River, 9 as the head coach. So he's got an outstanding coaching staff that he's put together.
Yeah, he's been around the block. He coached at Sacramento State. He was a defensive line coach in Nebraska, where he coached in Dominican Sioux. Is some of the big names he's gotten to coach on both sides of the ball. San Mateo wearing the gray and whites today, and the arc navy blue and red trim and the white uniforms for the Beavers of American River.
Yeah, you know, going back to coaching staffs, Tulloch has done an outstanding job here in the 5 years that he's been a head coach. He has been on this staff for 26 years, Jason. 26 years as a staff member here at College of San Mateo.
And every season he's been a head coach, they have not finished not within the playoffs. He's looking to go to his 3rd state championship game in his 5-year tenure. And back to retrieve the kick from Ojeda is Jacobs and Freeman. Freeman, number 5, is dynamic and electric, and then just going to short kick this one. And it's going to bounce at the 20, and it's going to roll and be picked up by Freeman. Freeman to the 25-30, and he's going to get it about the 31, and that's where the Beavers and Leith will begin.
You know, that's an interesting story right there. We've got 2 Freemans, 1 on each team. And they're both related. They're cousins. And they're both dynamic ball players when they get the ball in their hands. So we're going to say Freeman a lot here, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to be, we'll have to go ahead and say whether it's CSM Friedman or our American River Friedman.
The last time American River lost was here at College Head Stadium on the half-yard line, as he showed in the opening. Leith got on fire at the end of that game. Here we go. 2 receivers, tight end. Looking the pressure for Mateo. They're going to hand it off. He's going to be met quickly for Jacobs.
Looks like he picks up about 2.5 yards.
So Casey Riley, I thought it was 32. Casey Riley, when we don't see the number on the shoulder, it's tough to see. And he's going to get a nice 2-yard gain here.
Yep.
American River comes in averaging 42.8 points per game, 192 yards on the ground, 207 in the air. 400 yards average a game at the time of 32 minutes and 6 seconds of time of possession on average. 2nd down, 2 receivers up top. Riley is the deep back. Leith in the pistol, going to hand it off. Riley not going to go anywhere. And right there, number 9, and Reed gets there.
Yeah, Powell Reed coming off that edge does a great job of making sure he seals the edge, forcing everything back into where there's some help.
3rd down now for American River. It's about 3rd and 7 this season. 48% on 3rd down conversion, 61 of 127.
You know, they run 12 personnel, American River does. So that means they have 2 tight ends. One is you'll see him up at the top of the screen. You'll have two tight ends up at the top of the screen.
Charles and Freeman, and now Freeman goes in motion. Freeman's going to come up near the slot. He takes a hit. He's going to get wrapped up. Durham and company get there for the Bulldogs.
Cyrus Durham, the machine. He just does an outstanding job of beating that offensive lineman. Coming through the gap, you see right there, outside, Tackle can't get to him, and he finishes it off with the help of some friends.
Well, now we mentioned Anthony Freeman, who is the cousin of Robert Freeman, who was just in motion. He's back to retrieve this punt, and he's been known this season to us to just be so fast and so quick that he could score on a snap of your fingers.
Yeah, don't blink because you might miss him.
Prieto. This is a good punt. He throws up the fair catch right at the 34 is where the Bulldogs and Grigsby will get it.
Yep, Anthony Grigsby's going to go ahead and take charge here. Grigsby is 191 of 292 with 2997, almost 3,000 yards passing with 30 touchdowns. He's an amazing quarterback, and like I said earlier, he's the engine that makes this offense run.
They average 46.4 points per game this season with 456 yards per game as an offense. And when the Bulldogs have gotten the ball for 30 minutes or more of time possession, they've won every game. The one time they lost, they had 29 minutes. And the outside, Nate Sanchez. He's going to get a first down.
Wow, what a great job of Sanchez getting to the outside. They had the box loaded. 8 men in the box, Jason. You count them up, 8 men in the box to make a tackle. They thought they were going to go inside. But watch Sanchez go to the outside here. The edge gets sealed, and he can get the edge and turns it upfield, and he has to make a tackle. He has to be tackled by one of the safeties.
Bulldogs have not ran the ball particularly well. They've had 90 yards plus a ton, but it's not what they've been known for in the past. This weather may help with this running game to try to get more effective today. Been able to run it here. They had 90 yards in week 4, and then they get a couple more here.
Yeah, you know, this Beaver defense is led by Josh Tremaine, number 44. You saw him make a little spectacle of himself there. Last week when he played against City College, right there at the very end, last week he had 20 tackles, 1.5 for a loss, 1 forced fumble. And he's just a tackling machine. Something like 133 tackles so far this season, Jay.
Yeah, he leads the team by doubling the next closest person. Sanchez, first down. Tremaine and company are there.
But CSM's offensive line is doing a great job of getting a body on a body and letting Sanchez just weave his way through.
American River's defense has averaged 12.4 points per game this season, and on the ground only 69.5 per game. Right now the Bulldogs are running it easily through that defensive line, going the outside and getting to the second level where Tremaine and company have to make the tackle.
Well, you see they're going with 2 safeties high because they still want it, and they're going to go bring one down inside at the top of your
play
screen.
Action. Grigsby going to throw for the first time. Pressure is Tremaine in his face. He's going to throw this one. It's caught. Pitts. And he took a shot from Tremaine at the end of that throw.
Fidel Pitts sold out on that. Watch him lay out. Grigsby does a great job, and he just stays in there and fights it.
And he throws it over the defender. He had to throw it in between 2 defenders,
it was great
which
job
you didn't see there.
Great job of dropping it in the bucket right there. And Pitts sold out totally on that.
Into the red zone. The Bulldogs are 84% in the red zone, 73% for touchdowns. They hand it off to White to the outside. White up the sideline. White out of bounds, and his first and almost goal. He's got a first down around the 11 or 12. See it here. He's just going to use that outside counter run here, Steve, and just...
Yeah, again, being able to run the outside, that's where it's going to be at today because they've got too many guys in the box, Jay.
1st and 10 at the 12, so they can get another first down at the 2. White is the running back with LaVille, Pitts, and they send Pitts in motion. Going to hand it off White. He's going to go right up the gap on the left side, and he's going to get about 5, and they're making it easy on this drive that started at their own 34.
You know, it was great field position to start with. They were able to flip the field on special teams and get a sack on defense. Now they're just trying to go ahead and polish this drive off here with a touchdown. Started
with Sanchez. Right now it's White Tight end, 3 receivers, and White, the running back. Send Patterson in motion. Play action. He's going to throw it for the back corner of the end zone.
Intercepted.
That's Desmond Hatfield rushed in with an interception in the end zone, and American River holds.
Wow. What a great defensive play by Hatfield Rushton. Now, they saw this play, and we showed this play from week 4, and they scored a touchdown on it. But this time, Hatfield Rushton was not going to go ahead and be denied.
That's the 9th interception for Grigsby this year, and I'm not sure how many have ended in the end zone, but a mistake there. He threw it into the corner. There were so many bodies. I thought he was going to aim for Patterson down in the flat. Instead, he went for 6. Now will American River take advantage here with Leith and company, starting on their own 20. Handed out jet sweep here for Freeman, and he's going to get lost some yards, and he's going to get close to about a 4-yard loss. They were ready for it, and they stayed home to the outside defenders. So second down in about 13 or 14, as you see there in number 4. And Jair Smith, the young man going to TCU with Lalea, number 0, the other outside defensive back, going to Oregon. Shifted around, second down in about 14. Leith gonna go one-on-one. He wants Charles. Sorry, that's Freeman. I thought he was gonna go Charles, and what a big throw down the sideline. What a beautiful pass from Leith to Freeman.
Leith does a great job of just laying that one up. He had the protection. He had the time. His offensive line did a great job. And you see right there, he just goes ahead and makes the catch.
Yeah, I thought they put Charles down there. Instead, it was Freeman. And what a perfect throw. He threw him open. But also, Smith didn't force him to the sideline like he should have to keep from that happening.
Right.
Right at midfield here. Surprised they don't have Lalea also covering Freeman. Instead, they have Smith. They're going to hand it off here. And number 2, Jacobs. Going to get about a yard to a yard and a half. That was a 34-yard pass to Freeman. Bulldogs defense has averaged 17.1 points per game given up, 84 yards on the ground, 169 in the air. They forced 20 turnovers, and American River forced 23 before that interception. That was their 11th interception as a team. 2nd and 8. 2 receivers up top. Leith. Durham! And Reed. 3rd down coming up.
Nice rush by the front 4 right there of CSM. Durham and Powell, Reed. Coming off the edge again, you're going to go ahead and see him come off the edge here.
It's 3rd and 12. They already went 0 for 1 on 3rd down.
Well, this is a passing situation again, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and go screen pass here.
Lalea and Smith come on down. Who is on who? Looks like Lalea is going to go on Freeman, and Smith is going to get Charles. Now they're going to send Freeman, and he was in motion before that snap, and he's not going to matter. He's sacked. Durham, Reed, and Dixon all back there.
Yeah, you're going to go ahead and decline that penalty for sure. Much greater loss. And there you see our white hat and Jim go.
Illegal shift. Offense declined. 4th down.
So the defense holds. The interception does not hurt them. Freeman back to retrieve this punt. From Prieto. Good snap pressure coming. They almost got there. That punt does not go exactly what he wants, but he can get the bounce and roll inside the 20, about the 18-yard line, where Grigsby will get his second drive to begin.
Right, great job of the special teams flipping the field here with a nice punt, pinning Grigsby and company back around their 20 or their 19-yard line.
And now Tremaine, he helped lead that defense. He got pressure on Grigsby. He's one of the best linebackers Coach Osterhout has seen. He's basically the ultimate captain. For the first time in ARC history, they put C's in the uniform. They got 8 of them.
Well, he's the guy that started the whole thing right there in the middle, number 44. So keep an eye on the middle linebacker right there.
Bunched them all up. Going to send a man in motion. They're going to hand it. Oh, it's fumbled. It's still on the ground. Are they going to call it a pass? I think they call it a forward pass.
It was a forward pass. Incomplete pass.
Coach Osterhout's not happy.
Well, anytime you go ahead and push the ball forward, it's going to be a forward pass. It was not a handoff, so it was not a fumble.
I thought it was close.
It's the right call. You see right there? It was like a little shovel pass, so it becomes an incomplete pass. The Bulldogs get lucky on that one, too.
Second and 10. They marked him at the 19 to start. I thought he was at the 18. They're going to get a nice run here. And who else does Tremaine and company get there?
That was Rushton again.
Yeah.
On the outside,
Rushton,
helping out.
Tilford, and Tremaine, they just all get there with their speed. Now third down. Bulldogs, 48% coming into today. American River looking to hold them here.
It's a 2-by-2 set, spreading things out. They got a single safety high.
Bulldogs' first third down try of this afternoon. Grigsby, plenty of time, throws it over and he misses his man. He wanted LaVille, and they're going to be forced to punt here deep in their own territory.
Just missed Terrence LaVille with a bullet. That ball has some mustard on it. Watch it being thrown. He put it a little too far out in front. Wide open, though.
Freeman back to retrieve this punt.
Robert Freeman.
Just Dorje will be punting here for the Bulldogs. Good snap. Brought pressure. Off the side of his foot, and American River is going to have amazing field position in Bulldog territory.
Yeah, this is dream starting territory right here on your 45-yard line, on their CSM's 45-yard line.
5 minutes to go here in the first. And right now, the biggest moment is then that interception that took all the momentum on an opening drive from the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have held their own ground defensively. But now, American River on the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. 3 receivers set, and 1 tight end. Leith in the gun.
Going to go for a big home run pit right here. They're going to go ahead and pass it. Empty
They're
set.
going to bring an extra linebacker on the blitz. One-on-one looking for Freeman with Smith covering him, and great coverage down the field.
Exactly what you want to do is take a big shot after you get a great turnover like that. Hopefully trying to catch the defense a little bit flat-footed right there. And again, he goes to his go-to guy, the speedster Freeman.
Freeman.
You got a one-on-one matchup right here. Watch it again.
Leith in the pistol now. 8 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. They're going to hand it off in a hole, and he runs into, looks like Mateo. It was.
Yep, Mateo does a great job of being that middle linebacker right there, commanding the defense.
So it's Jacobs, third down again here for American River. They're 0 for 2 here in their first few drives.
Well, right now, Jason, it's been a defensive battle, not an offensive struggle.
Leith sent Charles in motion. Leith Pressure coming the outside. He felt it. Now they're going to have to try to get to him. How Reed and company are going to keep him short of the first down by a yard. And now you're in that area where your defense is held up. Do you go for it?
No, I think they punt. I think it's too close of a call here. Good
They
job
sent
of
the big bodies in.
Good job of recovering. Well, they go with the big. Oh, they're bringing the heavy set in.
On fourth down this year, their 45% conversion rate, 9 of 20. Do they go for it or try to force them offsides with Leaf? And they got Big Riley as the big back. They're all bunched up. They're going to hand it off. Riley's got the first down. Now 10 of 21 on the season.
Good job. Riley goes up and over the top. They try to submarine him at the line of scrimmage, and you get that second back through. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he just cleans it up so he can go ahead and dive over the pile.
5'10", 245. Riley running the ball there. And they keep this drive alive now on the Bulldog 34. It started on the 45.
Took him 4 plays to get 10 yards.
6 seconds on the play clock, down to 5. You've got it down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. And will they get the timeout or delay of game?
Called the timeout. Coach Osterhout called timeout.
Delay of game.
Ooh, they did.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, they both went to the sideline like it was a timeout, and he called the delay of game to Jim Magoo.
Yeah, he did. Thought they gave him a timeout.
Correction. Timeout.
It is timeout.
American River.
ARC, their first. 2:41 left here in the first. Remember, today's game is brought to you by Sal's Burgers, who are a proud sponsor of CSM football. Stop by after the game or anytime to enjoy one of the best burgers or sandwiches in the Bay Area. As stated in the San Francisco Chronicle, their burgers are made with fresh handmade patties, fresh ingredients, and freshly baked bread. They're open till 8 every night of the week. So after the timeout, 1st and 10 here for American River on CSM's 34. Riley just going to get pummeled back there. And what a beautiful throw from Leith to Freeman on a dart, Steve.
Wow, it was a great little dash play right there. They faked the left. Leith boots to the right, and he finds an open receiver in Freeman.
I saw the play action. I saw Riley get hit, and then what a dart to Freeman.
Jair Smith making the tackle, the young man going to TCU next year.
Another first down here for American River. Freeman at the bottom of your screen. Leaf just commanding the play calls here, and they hand it off Riley. The big fella finds a hole, and he's going to get about 6. Second and about 4. It's been the Riley show running the ball. Rain is coming down. It's not a heavy rain, but it's a nice drizzle that's consistent right now. It's been doing that since we got here this morning.
Keeping everything nice and wet.
Hasn't affected the passing game from Leeds so far. He's been on point. 2nd and 4. Handed off Riley. Riley bouncing the outside, and they go down. Nice tackle there by number 2 in Hargraves. So many 2s, double numbers, Hargraves there. And all season. Gets low on the big 245-pound back. And another first down for American River. They've just been marching on this drive. They had to get a 4th down conversion. They made it look easy. 1 minute left here in the first.
Yeah, this is it's almost a carryover from week 4 at the end of the game. They've been able to get momentum, Jason, as you stated earlier, momentum, and they've just gone with it right now. Look for one-on-one at the top of your screen.
Leith looking that way, wants Freeman. He's got Lele all over him. What a grab, Freeman! Oh, my.
I saw Leith looked over at Freeman and saw that he had a one-on-one coverage, and he put the ball to the outside. Look where Leith puts it, right to the outside. Wow.
With P.I. draped all over him, too, I think.
No flags thrown.
Lelea. Oh, my. They're going to mark him short by a yard. It's second down. I thought he had a first.
Wow.
8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Will they get the final play off? They let it go all the way down. They do. One more play. Riley bouncing out. He gets hit and stuffed back, and it's third down. Well, that first quarter came and went. 15 minutes in the books. Another 15 coming up as they make this stop here. It's 0-0 as we head to the second quarter of the Norcal championship game.
Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green. Family owned, Gray's Paints is the Bay Area's leading provider of Benjamin Moore paint, stains, and finishes. Gray's Paint will provide you unparalleled paint expertise, environmentally friendly products, and premium customer service to help you successfully navigate your project. Gray's Paint and Benjamin Moore, available at 4 Bay Area locations: Burlingame, San Mateo, Redwood City, and Menlo Park. Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green.
One of our successes has always been able to find the B personalities, and the B personality just stands for Butler, which means fitting into our organization. We could have been a much bigger company if we had chosen to be, but it's been the philosophy of both myself, Bill, and the leadership team to stay at a size that we really know all of our team members and their family members, because we're only as good as the team member sitting next to us.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Remember, today's game is sponsored by Sheer Design. No matter your age or style, the trained borrowers at Sheer Design will get you looking good. And right now, it's third down to start the second quarter. 0-0 in this Norcal championship game. American River has the big Riley in the backfield. It's third and about 2. Leith under center with 8 seconds on the play clock now. Gonna toss it out to Riley. They're pushing him out. Riley's got a lane. Durham can't get to him, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, if you can't go inside, go outside. What they do is they use that inverted wishbone, put a man in motion, and they outnumber bodies out there. You're going to see this guy go into motion here, and they're going to go ahead and outnumber bodies on that toss. And they do get a first down, so it gives them a whole nother series to go ahead and score.
Leith is talking to Coach Osterhound. And Mateo coming out, he went down. I was wondering why the coaches and half the training staff were halfway out there. That's a big loss as their middle linebacker.
Now watch him run up inside. They're going to go right at the young man.
First and goal here. Hand it off. Touchdown! American River, number 33, and Elias Brown.
His third TD of the season right there. It has gotten a little quiet here at College State.
Yes, it has. One McCreary. Heading on the PAT try. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is no good. He missed it wide left.
That could be a big factor right here.
Oh, my.
That's McCreary's third miss. He's 54 of 57 now on the season. And here you see right there is just a little fullback run, and it's a slash to the left. He goes right around, goes inside out of the pile, and he scores a touchdown.
So they go 45 yards for a touchdown, and it missed the extra point. They are 1 of 4 on third down, and that fourth down conversion was huge. They've had the ball for 14 minutes and 29 seconds of that first quarter, did American River, plus the time here as well. So 14:29. Bulldogs have had it for 53 seconds, almost gotten in the end zone.
Wow.
And then the interception.
Well, when you go 3 and out twice, 2 series back to back.
Sanchez and Freeman back to retrieve this kick here. Will they get it to him? They're going to have Prieto kicking it off. He's known for his touchbacks. He's got a strong leg. And they're going to kick this one in the area of Sanchez. And he throws up the fair catch. So now, this Bulldog offense, is what I've mentioned before in other games as well this season, they need to have the ball for at least 30 minutes. All the games that they've won have had the ball 30 minutes or more. The one game they lost is that they had a bad first half against Butte, and they only had it for about 28 and a half, 29 minutes.
Right.
Right now, American River had it basically for the entire first quarter.
Yeah, basically. Great drive, great ball control, way to eat up clock. And that's what you want to do as an offense, is eat up clock and don't give the ball to your opponent to give them an opportunity. And that's exactly what the Beavers did in that first quarter.
Sentiment in motion. They're going to hand it off to White. White finds the hole, and he's going to get picked up from behind, but he's going to get a couple more yards after the would-be tackle. You know, Tremaine and company were in there.
Nice little
Diallo Washington his credit as well.
Yeah, nice little run right there off tackle. It wasn't an outside run. It wasn't an inside run. It was more of a power, a stretch play.
Going to hand it off again. He's going to go nowhere, does White.
Tremaine right there on the stop. Read that extremely well.
So, Steve, with this weather here, how much does it change your offensive game plan after this play?
Well, you know, I'd stick with what I wanted to do coming in here. I think Bulldogs wanted to establish the run, Jay, and that's what they're trying to do here. It's third down, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
0 for 1 today on third down. It's 3rd and about 4 to go.
They cannot afford to go ahead and go 3 and out.
Grigsby. Plenty of time. Patterson, 1st and more.
Patterson, great job of running that deep over, that slant deep over, and finding a hole in that zone defense. And that's what he does best. You're going to see him go right up here into the zone. Sorry, that was the wrong receiver.
Came from the outside.
Man.
He did the exact motion he did. He just had the receiver coming from up top.
Yeah.
That motion, the cheetah motion moving him over has helped him out. Now they're in American River territory for the second time. The last time ended in interception in the end zone. Play action, pressure coming. He's going to go. No, he's not going to go down. He got pulled by the face mask, and that's why the penalty came out.
Yep, flags out, face mask. It's going to be 15 and a first down.
Diallo Washington's going to get called for a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 95 Automatic first down.
Did he get Brown? I thought he had 59 in Washington, but let's see here. It's 95.
95, yeah. Number 95
in
right
red.
there.
Malachi Red.
Malachi Red, 24 tackles coming into this game. That is a big, big help right there. Now the Bulldogs are inside almost the 30.
The first accepted penalty from either team here. And it's a big penalty, 15 yards. Patterson in motion. And a penalty. And this is going to go against CSM for motion.
Dead ball. False start. Number 77 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Ulave getting called for that.
Well, you can't do this to yourself right here if you're a Bulldog. You know, you got a great field position, and now you put yourself behind the chains, off schedule, first and 15.
First and long. Five seconds on the play clock down the 4. They're going to finally send Patterson. Going to hand it off Sanchez. He's going to get bottled up. Who else? In number 44, Tremaine get there quickly.
Yeah, Tremaine is that kind of ball player that he can diagnose what's taking place in front of him so quickly, and he reacts so quickly. That's what makes him such a dangerous defender for your opponents.
That opening drive, they had effectiveness running outside and inside at times. Since then, they've bottled it up. They haven't gone back outside. And Grigsby's throwing has been on point except for the one interception. Second down, and the gain of the 1. Second and 14. Wants to throw over the middle. He hits Pitts. And Tremaine is there for the tackle. I thought he was going to look for Yates, who's going down the sideline as well as the tight end.
Yates was covered by Rushton right there. They were trying to go ahead and clear it out with Yates.
Third down once again here for the Bulldogs. 1 of 2. Last time they went to Patterson for about a 15-yard gain. 5 plays, 45 yards on this drive. Started at their own 25.
There's Patterson right there.
And the ball goes all the way back. Grigsby's going to have to just fall on it. They're going to have to punt. From bad to worse in a moment like that.
Wow. Don't know what happened there, but Grigsby does the right thing, falling on the ball. Don't try and pick it up. You can go ahead and punt and pin him inside the 10-yard line. This is what you want to go ahead and do right here with your punter. If it's Dorje or Caleb, I'm not sure which one it's going to be.
Looks like Dorje. I don't see 20 out there. I see
it is.
89 and Freeman. And now timeout Bulldogs as the clock came winding down to 0.
First timeout.
Wow.
Coach Osterhout, as you mentioned, 76-28, 9th season, trying to get to the state title game. As a head coach, it's the same game as a year ago, just different, obviously different squads, and same quarterback who's came in so prepped before this season. And right now leading 6-0. Decent crowd on hand. It's a wet, cold day here in San Mateo College Giants Stadium.
It's December. What'd you expect?
Fog, at least. Not the rain. We were doing so well.
Yeah, we had some nice weather.
And then the rain came in.
We had some nice weather this season.
10-1 this season, 5-0. The only blemish was when they didn't get in for a 2-point conversion here in Week 4 on September 23rd. And they've blown everybody else away. The other closest game was opening day, 19-7 against Sacramento City College. Other than that, they've won by 20-plus points in every game since.
Coach Tulloch was questioning whether the clock was started too soon because they had to use that timeout there. It wasn't
Oh, this is a good punt from Dorje. And Freeman from about the 4. Freeman down the sideline, leads a man, gets out to the 20 instead of being stuck in the corner there. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he was pinned down at the 5. But you're going to see, look at a great job here. And he gets by one player. Now he fakes, and he goes over the top of another one. Whoa, that's incredible right there.
American River scored on their last drive. Had the ball for 14 minutes and 29 seconds. Leith is 4 of 5 for 50 yards. Riley 7 attempts for 17 yards. They've had Lalea on Charles, and they've had Smith on Freeman. I'm wondering when they're going to start swapping those guys. Leith going to throw out in the flat, hits Jacobs. And there's got to be, that was close to a hold here, and it is a hold. Riley just carried him and threw him to the ground.
Right. He just picked up Jair.
It's at least even maybe a block in the back because he looked like he came out of nowhere.
You're going to see at the top of the screen right here, that's a block in the back.
And or a hold. It's coming back anyways. I mean, some fans here think it was holding. Very loud down below us.
There's some people.
Holding. Offense, number 37. Half the distance. First down.
It's a 10-yard penalty. He said half the distance. Not that far back yet. So put him at the 10-yard line.
Now, you know, Riley's had 7 carries for 17 yards, and he's the guy that's been carrying the load as a running back. Normally it's Jacobs.
He also is one of the top. I think he's got the team lead in touchdowns with 10 coming into this game as well. Or close to it. He's that short yardage back. Gonna hand it off. Riley hitting the backfield, and he's gonna go nowhere. The whole pack of Bulldogs that he bring that big fella down. Well, it's good to see Mateo. And sorry, that was Dixon. I thought I saw 32. I've seen him really return. Looking for him out there. Yeah, he is right there. Nice to see him back out there after his injury for the touchdown. He's been key ever since he came back at the start of the season. They didn't play him with the first 2 weeks. Came off injury, and he's been one of the leading middle linebackers in Northern California. Looking to lead this team to another state championship. But right now, American River up 6-0. It's 2nd and long.
Pass down here to the bottom receivers.
Lead, pressure coming. Pressure coming. Going to throw this one towards Freeman. Incomplete. And it's 3rd and 20, and they wanted a penalty on that sideline. Smith and Freeman have been physically battling. And they got up close, giving each other some talking to.
You're going to see this receiver. He's going to try and run a wheel, but then he runs a comeback when he sees his quarterback in trouble.
Oh, see, American River wanted penalty on Smith, but he pushed off Smith there.
Right.
And there was no penalty there. 3rd and long. Looking toward the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 9, down to 8. And we're going to get a timeout. Bulldogs call the timeout. They weren't ready. That's their second timeout.
San Mateo, second timeout.
The ball was going to be thrown again to those receivers down there, the 2 receivers. They weren't going to go ahead and run it on 3rd and 20, 3rd and 19, whatever it is. There was no way it was going to be a run play. If anything, it would have been a screen pass into the boundary, but
so far, Leith 4 of 6 for 50. Grigsby 3 of 6 for 48 with his interception, which right now is the biggest moment for the Bulldog offense because they were going to go up first. They were on the path to getting in the end zone first, but then Leith and company drove all the way down. They gave it to Elias Brown on 2nd and goal from about the 2 for the touchdown. McCreary missed the extra point, making it 6-0. See Coach Tulloch, 10-1, 5-0 this year. Him at 52-8 in his head coaching career. He's looking to go to his 3rd state championship game in his 5 years as a head coach, and none of his years have not ended in the playoffs. And 4 of those years have ended either in this game or in the state title game. The first year they ended in the first round of the playoffs. Well, 3rd and long.
these 2 receivers down here at the bottom, these 2 guys, keep an eye on them. Watch him run
They
some
don't have
switch
Lalea
routes.
on Freeman. They have Hargraves down there. Leaf gonna throw tipped away at the line. How about that?
Great job right there. No, is that 45?
And Clay.
Krishna Clay coming in. But he didn't even, he's the one that got the hand up, and Durham came in to try and help out. But Clay does an outstanding job. And that's what you teach your defensive linemen to do. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and go ahead and create a force that he has to go ahead and throw the ball through.
Prieto will have to punt in his own end zone. The rain is coming down a little harder now. Pressure's coming. And he bobbles the ball!
It.
And he's going to have to get a safety!
The Bulldogs, they were going to come after it no matter what. And the ball was just snapped. It was mishandled. Whether it was wet or not, I'm not sure, but Bulldogs came up big with the safety.
Finn Williams and company brought the pressure, but he just dropped the ball. It hit him right in the face mask. Oh, my. A year ago in this game, there was a safety in favor of American River in this same end zone.
Exactly. And now American River has to punt. American River has to punt or kick the ball off from their own 20-yard line. So this could be great field position for the Bulldogs, depending upon what happens here.
And as Coach Tulk loves to talk to us about, momentum changes a little bit. You're still down by 4. You have to take advantage of this if you're the team in gray and white right now.
Right. So what they'll do is, it looks as though they're going to go ahead and kick it off of a tee.
Yeah, from their own 20. And Prieto's got one of the bigger legs. 2 of the best kickers, or 3 or 4 of them, as you say, in Northern California or in this game.
Exactly. Prieto supposedly has a humongous, is that Prieto?
Yeah, Prieto's the...
No, it's McCreary.
And so McCreary's going to kick this one. So they flip back and forth. Yep. McCreary can hit, he said, close to 60 yards. So if the weather and everything else goes his way and how he's feeling. So you're going to put the big-legged kicker back here and see where this goes. And a big, deep kick from his own 20. He's going to put it inside the 10, and Freeman fell down inside the 10.
Wow.
And there's a penalty all the way back, and I think they're going to have to re-kick.
Yep,
that's going to be offsides. The Bulldogs get a gift.
Wow.
And this crowd just woke up a little bit. That's a gift. Oh, my.
Yeah, well, when you kick off from your own 20, a lot of times guys get their engines revved up a little bit too early, and they're offsides, and that's exactly what happened.
They're talking about it. It's
kicking it from the 20, that 15.
It's waiting on the call. They're picking up the flag.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What?
So Bulldogs will start deep inside their own territory. No, I didn't see him.
I didn't either.
I wonder if that fell out. So a good no call there.
Well, the Bulldogs, he's just trying to field it, and he slips. And in college, you don't have to be touched to go down. If you go down on your own, play's dead.
He's not at the 11. He's at about the 7 or 8.
Yep. So, misfortune for the Beavers turns into some good luck.
Put him at the 6 with 8:18 left. And now it's going to take one of those drives that they've been known to do throughout this. Last week against Modesto, they had a 9-minute drive for their opening drive. They opened up this game with a quick drive down the field and didn't do much with it. 6-2, and what a kick from McCreary that, with this weather, made Freeman stumble. There's a hole, and pushing forward, Sanchez, and he's going to get about 2 yards short of a first down.
Sanchez, of course, who's in on the tackle but Tremaine, but Sanchez does a great job of carrying that linebacker. The linebacker latches on, but look at the leg movement, forward lean. Sanchez does a great job right there.
We haven't seen much from Gustafson or Diella Washington. We've seen Malachi Red make that penalty, but they're running past this front 4 pretty decently here for the Bulldogs. Just haven't taken advantage of anything. Hand it off. Sanchez finds a hole. Sanchez into the secondary. He's got a first down into 25.
Sanchez doing a nice job reading his double team block there, cutting back inside. He just gets tripped up by Rushton right there. Hatfield Rushton.
Rushton is the only freshman captain. Young man from Capital Christian, 6'3", 190. He had the interception to stop the Bulldogs from scoring. Grigsby, play action, wants to go. He wanted to go deep. Now he's going to look for Freeman. He's got him to the 50. Rushton going to tow him down in Beaver territory at about the 43.
Great job of Grigsby reading man coverage. And Freeman does a great job knowing it's man coverage, and he runs away from the man. He's going to see him come right across the field. See, he comes across the field. Rushton has to come all the way across the field to go ahead and make that play.
32 yards from Grigsby to Freeman and into Beaver territory at the 43-yard line. Hand it off. Sanchez to the outside. He's going to hit a Beaver defender there, number 3 in Tilford. He gets a couple yards, but that Bulldog sideline loved that hit.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to be the nail, you want to be the hammer. Watch this right here. And Sanchez does the great job of being the hammer, not the nail.
Give him 4 yards. You have Pitts. You also have Mappa in there at tight end with LaVille. Freeman out there. Wants to go for LaVille. He's got it! Tilford with great coverage, and LaVille came back and got it.
Yeah, no. Number 3 against number 3. That was a beautiful job. LaVille reading where he could go ahead and catch that ball. Watch right here. Ball's coming right at you.
LaVille came in with 34 catches for 666 yards. He gets away from the 666 club. Into the red zone. Bulldogs 84% scoring. It dropped a little bit after the interception. 73% of the time in the red zone for a touchdown. He wants Pitts in the corner. Rustin fell down. Touchdown! San Mateo, Fidel Pitts.
I was a little bit concerned on that play, but when Rushton stumbled, I knew it was going to go. But Grigsby saw that again, that one-on-one coverage to the outside. He's got a lot of space where he can go ahead and lay the ball to the outside and let his receiver go get it.
To make this a 3-point affair comes Ojeda for the PAT. He's 64 of 66 on the season kicking PATs.
See right there, good position by Rushton, but he just stumbles and can't keep up with it. A little bit of the weather's come into play here.
High snap, gets it down, the kick is up, and it is good. They take advantage of the safety, and they get a big drive and score a touchdown and make it 9-6.
94-yard drive and scored 7 points right here, which is big, very big. After they got a safety, and then they got pinned back on there. That's a great job of not letting anything phase you right there.
6 plays, 94 yards. They go 3 minutes and change.
Just goes to show you they have a very quick strike offense.
So Ojeda will kick this one off. Beavers with Freeman and Jacobs. Here with this rain still coming down. And this is a short kick. It's just going to kind of fall, and Freeman's got it about the 25. Freeman's going to take a hit and stopped at the 30. So now American River, who had all the momentum until the safety, just a bobble off the face mask on the snap to Prieto, who then was tackled by Finn Williams. And then the big kick, they thought they got momentum swung back their way. They had a great kick where Freeman stumbled inside his own 10. Bulldogs go 6 plays, 94 yards, and take the lead 9-6. And now at their own 30 is Leith and Company with 5:11 and 2 timeouts. Fake the jet sweep. He's going to get dropped for a loss.
That play just took too much time to go ahead and develop right there, and it was a great job of the defensive line getting penetration. You're going to see all 3 or 4 defensive linemen coming in here. They tried to go ahead and run a little cross buck action off that sweep, that jet sweep, and it went nowhere.
Durham again. He's just been in the backfield every play.
Durham's been incredible so far this season, with coming into this with 52 tackles and 8 sacks. Amazing. 15 tackles for loss for Durham so far this year.
Half of them have been in the last month. Send Freeman in motion, a penalty.
Motion. Somebody jumped.
Dead ball. False start. Number 52 offense. 5-yard penalty.
So Toure Hendricks' first touch of the game was that loss for 4. It's now the 3rd penalty for 30 yards against American River. Matthew Olette with that penalty.
Yeah, your centers can't make those mistakes. Well, here's one of the things. This is going to be a pass play here, Jason. You're going to look for a little wheel route, try to go ahead and get your best receiver to the outside.
Hand it off, Toure Hendrick. 3rd down coming up. American River came in at 48% conversion on 3rd down. They're 1 of 5 so far in this one. But they're perfect on 4th down, 2 of 2. Third in about 16. 8 seconds on the play clock. They don't look ready. They're going to have to do
something, yeah. You're going to have to call timeout.
And Coach Osterhout,
he knows it. Everybody's walking over the sideline.
Takes his 2nd timeout.
Timeout. American River. 2nd timeout.
Today's game is brought to you by Martin Screen Shop, located at 301 Old County Road in San Carlos. Is your home for custom door and window screens with excellent technicians and years of experience. Martin Screen Shop, quality screens and old-fashioned workmanship, open Monday through Saturday. So don't be bug bit. See Martin Screen Shop for free estimates or give us a call at 650-591-7010. It's the 5th offensive possession for American River. They have the 1 touchdown. They punted a couple times. They had the safety. They've also forced a turnover on the interception. Bulldogs scored the 1 time on offense, and then he had the safety that helped them out, and they lead 9-6. Both teams have been so electric offensively, scoring 55, 40 points. They both scored 41 a week ago. Right now, 9-6 in this defensive battle between 2 of the top 10 teams in California and 2 of the Final 4. 3rd down and long. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Leith going to hand it off. Here, Jacobs has a huge hole. The outside, he gets slowed down, and he's going to come a yard short of the 1st down. That's in 4-down territory, maybe for Coach Osterhout.
Well, that's a big decision. I'm not sure. I go with the punt. On your own 39-yard line, 40-yard line. I
don't see the punting unit coming out.
They going big?
They got the big fellas in there.
Going heavy.
They're see this run here. Jacobs ran into his own guy. If he doesn't, he probably gets the first down easily. But it's 4th and 1. They're 2 of 2 on 4th down today. They came in 9 of 20, so they're now 11 of 22. Everybody bunched up.
Big backs.
They don't have Riley. I think they're going to try to force him off sides. Down to 2, down to 1, and they're going to go for it. And he's going to get pushed, and I don't know if he got it.
He didn't get it. No, he did not get it. I'm looking at the officials as they're walking in.
See which one.
Leaf did not get it.
He got hit as he went up. He tried to leap up, and he got hit instantly. See it here.
You're going to see right here. Look at Leaf pop up. That's his helmet right there. There's no way he got to the 40-yard line. That's where he had to get.
Well, we're going to get a measurement.
Depends on where they place the ball.
Oh, my. From up here, it didn't look like he got it.
Look where the ball's placed.
From that angle, it is as close as you can get it. Do we get the index card coming out soon?
The old credit card measurement.
He got hit almost immediately.
He got hit at the line of scrimmage. There's no way.
The ball's
back.
it.
The ball is behind him.
And that's a turnover on downs by about 2 inches there, maybe 3.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. Leaf is looking at it going, I should have gotten that. But that was a great defense. You know, he rushed it, Jason. That's the thing, that he got down to 1 second, and he's like, I got to go, or we're going to go, or I got to go, and he just wasn't ready for it. So a turnover on downs in their own territory here for the Bulldogs.
Well, if you're the Bulldogs, you really want to step it up and squish the bug right here. You got to go for it, get in the end zone. You get the ball to start the second half.
This is your home run shot right here.
Grigsby, they're going to hand it off. You're going to bounce out here for Sanchez, and you thought they're going to go deep. Typically, you take a shot after a turnover. Instead, he runs it here. This is offensive coordinator Mike Dovenberg. Both teams only have 1 timeout. I'm wondering if he was thinking, we need to milk as much time as we can. We get the ball to start the second half. Maybe if we don't give them a chance to take back the lead if we don't get in.
You need to go ahead and score 6 here.
Back it in about 9. And a timeout, and that's the final timeout for American River.
Wow, that's interesting.
Timeout. American River, 3rd timeout.
That's interesting. You go ahead and call timeout there with 1:50 left. They must have seen something that they weren't ready for.
So big turnover on downs. And the Bulldogs run the ball on the first play of this drive. So far, American River 7 first downs, the Bulldogs 10. 33% conversion, 1 of 3 for the Bulldogs on 3rd down, 1 of 6 for American River. The biggest one right now is 2 of 3 on 4th down, that big 4th down stop. Bulldogs have 23 total plays for 171 yards. American River 27 plays for 66 yards.
Well, CSM had that great last drive that we just saw that went 96 yards. So that's the majority of their offensive production so far this
Bulldogs have
half.
had the ball for 8 minutes and 48 seconds to American River's 18:42. Grigsby 6 of 9 for 119 yards, a touchdown and an interception. 2nd and 9 now. 4 receivers set. Sanchez, the deep back, here with Grigsby in the pistol.
They're playing.
Looking to throw. He's got a man open on the sideline. That's Yates.
And he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. So it stops the clock. Yates just on a little go route right there.
That Borland, sorry, not Yates. That was 87,
87 Borland. Yes, it was.
So tough to see 1s and 7s all the way on the other side of the field for us. And then finally when he turned. So Borland gets a shot. They don't throw the tight ends often, Steve.
No,
but when they do, they got some big guys.
It's great to see the tight end being used like that.
Hand it off Sanchez. Sanchez bouncing outside.
He gets the edge. He's all right.
He gets to the 15, tackled by Tilford.
Tremaine and Tilford. Yeah, both linebackers are in on that. They had to play from the inside out. Sanchez just takes it. Oh, high snap. There he goes. Bounces it to the outside. Look at the pursuit right there by Tilford, Tremaine, and company.
Three receivers up top. LaVille, the only receiver down the bottom right of your screen.
Watch a little smash route right here. The outside receiver is going to run a curl. Inside
throw
receiver.
It towards the sideline. He's got Pitts. Pitts has a first down. He's hit out of bounds.
That was a late hit.
No penalty.
Nope.
I think he was hit as he's in bounds.
Yeah.
He just took a big hit going as he's going out.
You're going to see right here, nice little out route from the clear, from the outside receiver.
Yes, he was still in bounds as he's getting hit there by number 20 in Amiga.
A little bit iffy there.
Was not friendly there. First and goal
There was
at the 8-yard line.
There was nothing friendly about that hit. You got one on me, I'm going to get one on you.
Grigsby wants Pitts again, and it just overthrew him. Size differential there between Pitts and Tilford.
Ball was just over everybody's head right there.
Pitts 6 foot 190. Tilford, it looks bigger
5'11".
from here.
Yeah, Tilford looks a lot
He
bigger
looks
than
bigger
5'11".
than 5'11" from up here.
Yeah. I was going to say, I thought the size difference was going to go to Tilford, but...
not according to the roster.
Yep.
Second and goal.
Which are not always correct, by the way.
No.
You got man coverage down on the
2
bottom
seconds
here.
on the play clock, and they finally get it off. They're going to hand it off. Sanchez cutting back inside, and he's going to get to the 5. Well, they have one timeout. When do you use it? You have 30 seconds here.
You got to get a play going. You got to get a play here. It's third down.
Well,
try and get it in.
Right now,
you can always call a timeout to kick a
you have 20
field goal.
seconds, and the play clock has not started. 18 seconds, down to 17, down to 16. They're going to have to think about calling a timeout, and then they finally do. With 12 seconds, they took way too much time on that.
Making too many adjustments.
Timeout. San Mateo. Last timeout.
Well, here's what you're going to have to do, Jason. Now you're going to have to throw the ball. Okay, it was completed, and it's in the end zone. It has to be in the end zone. It was completed. It's
Please
a touchdown.
set the play clock to 14 seconds. 1-4. 14.
I want to put it on 14 seconds.
Like
You know, at that point, I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, you don't want to give American River any time, but you didn't have one quick play call to come up and throw the ball quickly. Instead, now you're going to have 14 seconds. It's going for the end zone, but you have to make sure you go out of bounds or it's in the end zone.
No, it's got to be in the end zone. It can't be out of bounds. What's it going to get you? It's going to get you a fourth down. It's third and goal. So you've got to get it in the end zone, and the defense knows that. They're going to go ahead and slough off.
Ojeda's 10 of 13 on field goal tries this year. As long as it's 47, this would be within 20 yards here. So we'll see what Grigsby and company get the play call from the sideline from Coach Doverberg after that timeout. 14 seconds to go, 9-6 Bulldog lead.
Let's see if the defense loads the box for a run
Pitts,
or whether
LaVille,
they're playing pass.
up top, Freeman and Patterson at the bottom.
They're
they do
playing,
have Sanchez as running back.
They're playing pass right now. They're playing pass.
Send LaVille outside. They want. He's going towards LaVille. Touchdown, and a penalty comes in. I believe it's defensive PI. That will stand, and the Bulldogs get in the end zone.
They're going to say it was a pick.
So this may be coming back.
They're going to say it was a pick. Ran a pick play.
Pass interference. Defense.
Nope.
Decline.
Defensive pass
Wow.
interference.
That sounds
LaVille
good.
for the touchdown. What a moment there. And they go up 15-6. The kick is up, and it is good. and makes it 16-6.
You're going to see right here. Okay, that's where the man is. He goes into motion here, up, and then he comes back across.
He's also going to get held by the defensive back covering him.
Nice little slant. Finds the right hole. Does a great job of selling it and getting into the end zone.
16-6.
When you saw the linebacker dropping off there, the linebacker, instead of dropping off straight back, he drops off at an angle, and that's what created that spot for the receiver to go ahead and make that catch.
That's LaVille's 8th touchdown of the season, and number 32 for Grigsby on the year. So after that interception, Grigsby's thrown 2 touchdowns. He's got 151 yards on 9 of 13 passing. Freeman, the deep back here for Ojeda. 10 seconds, and they're just going to squib it. Going to be picked up, and they're going to look to go. And tackled with about 5 seconds around the 36, 37-yard line.
Well, that's what the Bulldogs needed to do, Jason. They needed to score right before half, and they're going to get the ball coming out of half. So right now it's sitting in their favor. Momentum is sitting in their favor.
Well, right now, is Coach Osterhout have the gut feeling of taking a shot, or do you just take a knee? That's the question.
4 seconds. He's going to go ahead and take a knee.
Yep.
And that's the smart thing to do. You know, a lot of people say, oh, go for it. You might get lucky. Yeah, you might not get lucky. You might get it picked. We've seen that happen this year. Can't remember who that was.
And no, he's going to fake the knee. He's going to run. Leith going to run, and he almost got away from all of it. And now will end it. What a first half it was. The Bulldogs, who trailed 6-0, get a safety and 2 touchdowns and have a 10-point lead as we head into halftime in the Norcal championship game. The College of San Mateo Bulldogs 16, the American River College Beavers 6, here on the Bay Online Sports Network.
One of our successes has always been able to find the B personalities, and the B personality just stands for Butler, which means fitting into our organization. We could have been a much bigger company if we had chosen to be, but it's been the philosophy of both myself, Bill, and the leadership team to stay at a size that we really know all of our team members and their family members, because we're only as good as the team member sitting next to us.
Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green. Family owned, Gray's Paints is the Bay Area's leading provider of Benjamin Moore paint, stains, and finishes. Gray's Paint will provide you unparalleled paint expertise, environmentally friendly products, and premium customer service to help you successfully navigate your project. Gray's Paint and Benjamin Moore, available at 4 Bay Area locations: Burlingame, San Mateo, Redwood City, and Menlo Park. Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green.
Just like Danny, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training.
Go, Daddy.
Or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity. Part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
And welcome back here on the Bay Area Online Sports Halftime Show, where the Bulldogs lead 16-6 over American River in the Norcal Championship game. Remember, today's game is brought to you by Sequoia Realty Services, full-time service real estate company providing clients with a comprehensive array of services from buying your first home to acquiring wealth through multiple property investments. We are based on the San Francisco Peninsula and have the capacity to serve the entire Bay Area. So far in this first half, it was American River who led 6-0, Steve. They came out, made the interception, drove down after a couple drives, got the touchdown. The missed extra point could come back to haunt them later on as well. And then the Bulldogs, it's been 16 unanswered to safety after the punt hit the punter, the snap hit the punter in the face, and then 2 touchdowns have made this game this 10-point game so far.
Yeah, it's been a real swing of momentum here, one side to the other. It's this game has gone a little bit back and forth. American River had the advantage in the first quarter because they took away that nice drive that CSM had put together. They went almost 70 yards from their 30 or whatever it was to the end zone, and Grigsby just made a poor decision and put the ball up into triple coverage, and it was picked off by Hatfield Rushton, and he did a good job. And that was the swing of momentum right there. The Bulldogs, the air came out of their balloon a little bit, Jason, and American River controlled the ball. They controlled it. They got it touchdown, but as soon as they got their touchdown and missed that extra point, that's when the bubble burst. That's when all the air came out of their balloon, and I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs did a great job of putting pressure on the punter deep in their own territory. They got that safety. They got pinned off, and they got pinned down on the kickoff, but they put a great drive together. They scored, and here they scored right before halftime, which was a great job of sealing this half in their favor. And they have the momentum right now going into this second half.
As we talked earlier this week with both Coach Solik and Osterhout, one of the great things when we talked to Coach Osterhout is this is the first time he's ever put C's on the uniforms. He's got 8 captains. They all voted unanimously. Josh Tremaine's been everywhere. We'll get into stats later in this halftime show, but him and Leith have been battling all season. They've been leading this entire team. But the idea that, we don't see that very often here, Steve.
Well, his starting quarterback is not one of the he was a captain for the game today, but he's not one of the captains on the Unity Council there that they put together. Those eight guys that received votes from the entire team. It's the backup quarterback that got that.
They have them both, actually. Yeah. Both Gallen and Leith have the C's on the uniforms, which is surprising. You don't typically have your backup QB wearing a C on the uniform.
No.
And he's been in the program for 3 years. And what was it? The one thing he griped about? He was late one time.
Yeah, he was only late one time ever in 3 years. That's the crazy thing. But I'll tell you what, Coach Osterhout, as you're saying, since we're talking about them, they've been playing complementary football since that loss to CSM. Offensively and defensively, they've been putting things together. And in all 3 phases, they're collectively adding to what each other phase is doing.
And for American River, something they're so proud of, Steve, is we've seen them battling here. They still got a whole second half to go, that they recruit only within where they're at. From where they are in North Sacramento, they condense it to everything up from North Sacramento up to about Sierra College, which is like Granite Bay, Roseville, Citrus Heights, all of that. Everyone's so close, and it's all thanks to the Dusty Baker student athletics section, which I wanted to bring him out. Giants former manager, just retired from the Houston Astros after almost winning the World Series again. He lost to Bochy and the Rangers to get there. a big Del Campo High School guy, went there, changed his career, and he goes and he puts it all towards how well his school and team does, thanks to that athletic student section by Dusty Baker and the way they build it around that campus. 5th largest community college in California.
Yeah, no, they, as you said, they recruit from their area. That Sac Joaquin section areas where they get all their players. They don't go down into Fresno. They don't go up north. They don't come into the Bay Area. They want to get local kids and make it a true junior college local talent program.
Well, with that, we're going to take a short break, come back with highlights and more. You're watching Bandline Sports Network's coverage of the Norcal Championship game, the 3C2A. CSM leads ARC 16-6.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Our smiles can light up a room. Our work can light up an entire city. We're the men and women of the IBEW, working with a code of excellence that guarantees the job will be done right, on time, and safely. We're lighting the path to the future. Let us show you just how bright that path is.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
And welcome back here at halftime, where today's game is brought to you by Sal's Burgers, who are a proud sponsor of CSM football. Stop by after the game or anytime to enjoy one of the best burgers or sandwiches in the Bay Area. Stated in the San Francisco Chronicle, their burgers are made with fresh handmade patties, fresh ingredients, and freshly baked bread. They're open till 8 every night of the week. 16-6 CSM over American River in the Norcal Championship. Let's see some of the highlights here. And it's been an eventful one despite the low score. There's been big plays going on.
Yeah, no, there's some battling going on out there. You're going to see right here, this is a great defensive start for the Bulldogs. What they did was they just smothered Kenny Leith. They got the ball back, and they moved it real well, but this was the killer. The dagger in that first drive by Hatfield Rushton does a great job of getting the pick, and then they go for the big home run here, and they hit the big dog there, Robert Freeman, and he gets a big pickup. They get into the second quarter, and then they go with that nice little dive to go ahead and take a 6-0 lead, and they miss the extra point. You're going to see right here, there's that play.
Elias Brown with his touchdown today.
Now here's the safety. He drops the ball right in his hands after it goes off of his face mask, and Finn Williams, great job of getting a rush and going after that punter. Once they get the ball back on the kickoff, they put a nice, beautiful drive together, capped off by this Fidel Pitts, beats Rushton into the end zone on a one-on-one, man versus man, and he just goes ahead and gets the touchdown. And this is the second touchdown. Beautiful job against that zone defense by
LaVille.
Terrence LaVille, scoring his 8th touchdown of the season.
16 unanswered. See some of the stats, like 13 first downs to 7. Penalties very low. Only 4 accepted. 3 of 30, 1 of 5. It's 151 yards to 50 passing.
This is a surprise right here, Jason, first downs, because they haven't had the ball very often. The ball has been in the hands of American River most of this half.
Bulldogs have had the ball for 11 minutes and 8 seconds compared to 18:52 for American River.
Exactly. Only 7 first downs. Penalties, this really hurt them right here. You know, that it stalled a drive, and
well, he had the holding call that was brought back, and then they came 4th and short that led to the second touchdown that they didn't get by about 4 inches. And that penalty, the biggest one of the 10 yards, hurt them the most.
And then the rushing yards, that's 59 to 25. The Bulldogs are doing what they want to do, play Bulldog football, run the ball, and then be able to go ahead and get the pass plays, the explosive plays.
You know, we mentioned about American River, CSM, you know, with the way they've been recruiting over the past years and the way Coach Tulloch has been coaching 52-8. You know, he's been able to recruit quarterbacks. Like, he had Richie Watts that led him to a state championship. He had Luke Vitari led him to a state championship. And now you got Anthony Grigsby that's led him to a Norcal championship game, and he's half away from leading him to a state championship.
Yeah, no, exactly. Kenny Leith has done a great job, and he's put together a good first quarter, and he had a slow second quarter. You're going to go ahead and take a look here. Right here, 9 of 13 with 1 touchdown. That's the big thing right there. Only 4 of 7 for Leith, but 1 interception. That's the thing that hurt. Otherwise, they'd be way up. He's thrown for 2 TDs to no touchdowns. They did it on a rush, but you saw the passing yards and the rushing yards. The defense for CSM has really put pressure on Leith, and he has -3 yards rushing because what's happened to him, he's been sacked numerous times. He probably picked up most of the yards on that last little fake take a knee fake job. So that's where his running production has been.
Well, we're going to take one more break. Come on back and talk us all the way up to the second half kickoff. It's Bulldogs 16, American River 6.
I was always working with my hands and working with equipment since I was 17. Moved out here and partnered up with a fellow I met in the commune named Rule Bartlett Parker. I lived in a bread truck. Didn't have electricity, but I strung a phone line about 400 yards through the dirt, and the problem was we had our pigs out roaming around, and somebody would be talking to me and the pigs would start chewing on the phone line, and they say, "What's that static?" And I said, "Oh, it's just a bad connection." I knew it was the pigs that dug up the phone line and were chewing on it again, so I had to bury it deeper. Things were different then. We started out in town here fixing things for people. We took any job we could find, and we really didn't care, as long as they paid us, and we thought they were good people, and it was an opportunity for us to do something we hadn't done before. We went and did it. Here we are today, still in the same town, still doing the same thing, just on a little larger scale.
Welcome back. Today's game is sponsored by Sheer Design. No matter your age or style, the trained barbers at Sheer Design will get you looking good. 16-6, Bulldogs lead here at College Heights Stadium in the Norcal Championship. Steve, let's talk about some of the keys to the game going forward here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, American River came into this game. What Coach Osterhout wanted his group to do was he wanted them to go ahead and play disciplined football. In other words, on both sides of the ball, they needed to be very disciplined in their structure, what they want to do, running-wise, passing-wise, and playing defense, sound defense. We talked about that complementary. He also wanted to have all three phases, effort in all three phases. Well, they fell short with the safety. They gave up a safety, and they missed an extra point. So on special teams, they're definitely getting a negative. Being physical, they are truly physical, but they've been matched by the physicalness of the Bulldogs defense. So that's kind of a stalemate, a draw right there. So right now, they're a little bit behind schedule in what it is they want to do, but they still have another half, Jay.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs, you know, they got a 10-point lead.
Yeah, you know, 10-point lead. They had the same thing in week 4. So it was a 1-point game at the end of the game in week 4. So we'll see what happens. But the Bulldogs want to protect the ball on offense and create turnovers on defense. I guess you could call it a turnover. They had a turnover on downs. They had the turnover in the end zone where they got the safety. So their defense has really been able to go ahead and create havoc for that American River offense. They've protected the ball, except for they gave that one touchdown opportunity away with the interception. The defense needs to limit explosive plays, and they've been able to do that. They played their brand of football, Bulldog football, Jay. So they've done what they want to do so far, but they got to finish it in this second half. And momentum, like you said earlier, momentum can swing either way. So you want to keep momentum on your side.
Yeah, for these Bulldogs, where they recruit all of this peninsula area, but they also get players who bounce back from other, you know, Division I schools. They've been able to build this program up so much, especially lately under Coach Tulloch. They've been able to build almost what feels like at times all-star squads.
Well, you're a baseball guy, and you love this. Field of Dreams, right? Mm-hmm. Build it, and they will come. And that's what the Bulldogs have been able to do. They've built a tradition. They've built a culture. And kids want to come here, and they want to play in this rich environment of winning.
Yeah, with the history of not only of the winning lately, especially winning their first state championship a year ago here on this field, they've had success in making the playoffs for years to come. Since 2009, they've had 4 state championship appearances. He's looking for a third here in the last 5 years under Coach Tulloch.
And not only is it great football tradition, it's a great education. I mean, these players, they get an education. It's an education first and football second. And the Bulldogs truly stress that in this program. So this is going to be interesting here. This is the second half, Jay. This is for all the marbles now.
Final 30 minutes of Northern California teams going at it here in the 3C2A. The winner will face the winner of Riverside versus Ventura. That happens in about 20 minutes from now when that game starts down in Ventura.
Question is, do they go ahead and kick a deal? They got a great kicker, and he's got a great leg. He put it in the end zone almost from the 20.
This is a deep kick, and this should be a touchback. And no, Freeman's going to come. Freeman lost the ball, and the American River's going to pick it up. What a mistake.
Wow. We got to see who they signal.
I'm waiting on the signal. I thought American River came up with it. Did the Bulldogs get a hold of this at the end? They're tied up there. Freeman and them, he may have gotten it back.
Bulldogs.
Oh, my goodness. I think he just saved all of the momentum they built, because that would have been...
They just gave it to the Bulldogs, right?
Wow, I believe I saw the signal from one official saying Bulldog ball.
You're going to see right here. He comes out of the end zone, full bore, and
Bulldog
somebody just
football.
delivered a big-time hit, and he stripped it. That's LePepe. And then it just becomes a melee down there on who's going to go ahead and get the ball.
Freeman decided to take it from about 8 yards deep in the end zone. He gets all the way to the 29. After he fumbled the ball, they get a hold of it. And now Grigsby and company with their 6th offensive possession. They've scored on their last 2.
Well, I'm sure special teams coordinator is going to have a nice talk with him.
Hand it off. Big running lane. Going to get about 5 or 6. That had Beavers momentum, scoring quickly, coming back in. If they get that fumble, somehow Leopepe and the Bulldogs got a hold of it. And now they have it here driving. And this is where, after that kind of moment, if you're Coach Dovenberg and Coach Tulloch, you got to get one of those long, driven-out drives here.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, they did just that on that first play. They picked up 7 yards. And it was a great job of the offensive line. They were at the second level. They got blocks at the line of scrimmage and into the linebackers.
2nd and short, about 2nd and 3. Hand it off. Sanchez has the first down.
Bulldogs doing a good job putting a nice little drive together here. They had 5, American River had 5 down linemen, and they ran to the weak side, and they were outnumbered. The weak side was outnumbered, and that was a good pickup right there by Grigsby and company.
1st and 10 on their own 40.
There's that 5 again.
Play action, pressure coming. He's got 3 Beavers right at him. He's just going to try to run, and he's going to get hit and smacked. Yellow Washington got there first at number 59.
Number 93, Cole Gustafson, another captain, took a nice little shot there while he gave a nice little shot to Grigsby as he was going down.
That play was beaten from the beginning.
Watch this right here. They stop him, and there's that nice little hit, and that was a lead with the helmet there, Jay.
Yeah, Michael Chavez was coming from behind as well, number 22.
That could have definitely been a ejectable offense.
2nd and 13. Hand it off. You get back to the original line of scrimmage, it'll be 3rd and long. He may have gotten one more.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9. Bulldogs are 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Going to throw this one, and he throws it short, and they're going to be forced to punt. He was looking for Patterson.
Patterson was right at the sticks, but the ball was underthrown.
So we have all the craziness that started off with the second half kickoff. ARC holds, and we're forcing them to punt.
Well, with the weather, anything can happen here on the snap. We saw a snap go over Grigsby's head. We saw a snap, poor snap, and it was a safety. So punting is not going to be an easy thing to do here this afternoon.
We get 2 returners now. Over end here, and Jacobs to the outside. Jacobs to the 35-40. Jacobs up to midfield. Down the sideline, out of bounds in Bulldog territory.
Wow. That young man's got some wheels. See right here, he does a good job. He picks up a nice little seal block. There was no crackback block there.
30-yard return. They're on the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. At halftime in week 4, the Bulldogs were up 10-0. Essentially 16-6 is 10-0 at half. They turned in 23 points in the second half. The Bulldogs edged out 1-point victory on this field just a few months ago.
Watch the bunch down here at the bottom.
Leaf throws it on a wide receiver screen to Charles. And right there, Mateo.
Mateo with a nice read there. Seeing that screen come inside.
Second down.
Got man coverage down here at the bottom, zone up at the top.
Hand it off. Riley.
Big guy picks up just about 2 yards, so makes it 3rd and 4.
Came in at about 48%. They're 17%, 1 of 6 today on 3rd down, 2 of 3 on 4th down, and they're in 4 down territory.
Right now, easily 4th down territory.
Bulldogs shift the defensive line a little bit. 3rd down here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Leith's going to hand it off to Riley. And Riley's going to push forward right to the line. I think he has it.
They're going to give it to him.
Now 2 of 7 on 3rd down this afternoon. Score here. Make it a 3-point game. Freeman up top. They have not thrown to Bozzi, the tight end, at all. Rep Stevenson as well, who's in motion. Going to go up top above, but Freeman is going to hand it off. Number 24, Joshua Moore. Gets about a yard.
You know, they're sticking to their philosophy here. It's running back by committee, and we're seeing a number of different running backs for American River.
You see Robert Freeman, who's the cousin of Anthony Freeman for the Bulldogs, number 13, number 5, playing against each other. They don't play on the same time, same field, but, you know, both being heavily recruited, both rumored around Eastern Washington. Freeman in motion.
Man coverage.
Smith covering Freeman. Leith wants to throw. Going to force it down here for Jacobs. And right there is number 2 in Hargraves with that tackle. And another 1st down here for American River as they keep moving the ball after that great 30-yard return to open it up on the punt return for Jacobs. Jacobs came in with 650 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns. And 104 touches carrying the ball. He does have some catches as well. Leith rolling out. Leith throwing it on the run. He's got his man in Freeman there, who is wide open and free for a 1st down and goal at the 10. He has just been on point.
Yeah, Freeman just gets outside. They lose him in coverage. That's just a poor coverage right there. And you can't. He's their most elusive and dangerous player.
Most
so far.
dynamic player of the whole season. 8 touchdowns, 729 yards coming in on 47 receptions before this game.
One-on-one coverage down here. Watch the pass for the fade.
6 plays, 35 yards so far on this drive. He wants to go for Freeman. Freeman, touchdown! American River!
Told you that's exactly where he was going to go. He got the one-on-one coverage that he wanted.
McCreary missed a PAT from this same spot in the 1st half. It's taking a while. They might have pulled him off sides. The kick is up, and they're going to stop the play.
Yeah, it was offsides. And you know what? This is time to go for 2.
Dead ball.
Half the
False
distance.
start.
False start.
92.
Wow, they
5
got
yard
the
penalty.
Bulldogs who jumped in neutral zone. Might have jumped because of a false start on American River.
Wow.
And they called a number 92 and Levengood. Wow.
Well, that's.
I thought, as you saw it, it was offsides.
It's another special teams mistake.
Though I disagree with you. I don't think they would have gone for 2.
You don't think so?
No, I think they would have kept it, tried to keep it a 3-point game. It's too early for 2. The kick is up, and it is good to make it a 3-point affair, but they take advantage of the short field and drive down for a Freeman touchdown to make it 16-13.
Well, that's a great answer. You're going to see right here, they got the one-on-one coverage. And the defender right there, number 4, Jair Smith, is just not able to go ahead and keep up with Freeman.
He has struggled covering Freeman this afternoon.
Well, I knew when I saw that they had that matchup there, I knew that's exactly where they're going to go with that play.
I mean, you go to your best player when you're in the area, need to score. Well, now let's see who was talked to about special teams here, because Freeman had it about 8 yards deep in the end zone to start the second half and brought it out and almost fumbled it to American River.
And you don't see him out here right now.
No. It's Sanchez and Patterson.
Yep.
I think Freeman was trying to do maybe a little too much playing against his cousin's team and a little family rivalry going on. He wanted to make a dynamic play after seeing now, and you probably even feel that way on offense if he goes out as receiver, trying to match up with what his cousin just did with the touchdown.
Absolutely. You know, it must have been a really cold cold Thanksgiving if they were both at the same place on Thanksgiving.
Kenny Leith, who threw that touchdown, his 29th. The young man's going to Northern Illinois. The quarterback, McCreary. And this is just a boot. Oh, my. No returning that one. The Bulldogs start on their own 25.
Yeah, McCreary, he's got a leg. That guy can go ahead and kick. I'm surprised he missed that first extra point.
American Rivers had the ball for 22 minutes and 48 seconds to the Bulldogs 14-19. 16-13. That's their. They finally answered after 16 straight unanswered. Grigsby, 2 touchdowns and interception today. Looking to lead his offense to a response. No rain right now. He's going to throw this one. That's caught. And he's got a lot of room to run down the sideline. Stays on his feet and out of bounds near midfield.
That's Corey
Pepe.
Yep. Leo Pepe does a great job. There's that tight end. Use of that tight end again.
He made an amazing touchdown grab a week ago in that northern end zone. See here.
Nice little out. Nobody on him.
He had Quenga, who just, I don't know if he was trying to jump too soon, but he just tried to dive for him. Put the ball on the 43-yard line of CSM.
Well, Leo Pepe is 6'5". He's a great target to go ahead and throw the ball to.
They sent him outside on the run. Doesn't look that way. Grigsby wants to go down the field. He's got LaVille open to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to go out of bounds.
At the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, great job by the offensive line protecting Grigsby, giving him enough time to read his receivers, distribute the ball to the open receiver on the deep over. Look at the line block, the pocket. He steps up, climbs the pocket real well. And there's the receiver running away from coverage.
Brevin Amiga was just blown away by LaVille's route running there. 1st and goal from the 4. Actually marked him at the 5. Sanchez dives to about the 3. .6:35 left in the third. Bulldogs looking to answer quickly after the American River touchdown. do have Yates and Leopepe, two tight ends out to the left. Patterson and Pitts, the receivers, with Sanchez, the deep back behind Grigsby in the pistol. Handed off Sanchez. Sanchez pushing forward towards the goal line. He's going to be stopped at the 1.
Wow.
Well, here comes the big package. Bring out number 29 in Tenge, along with Matauz and number 11 in Mappa.
Sanchez stays in.
Sanchez, the deep back. And the Wildcat, they're going to snap it to him.
And they're going to call timeout. The American River has not seen that, so they go and call timeout.
American River, first timeout.
That's big. ARC's first timeout. Remember, today's game is brought to you by Martin Screen Shop, located at 301 Old County Road in San Carlos. Is your home for custom door and window screens with excellent technicians and years of experience. Martin Screen Shop, quality screens and old-fashioned workmanship. Open Monday through Saturday, so don't be bug-bit. See Martin Screen Shop for free estimates or give us a call at 650-591-7010. So that Wildcat, which I don't think we've seen this season.
No, we haven't seen that either. Sanchez was in as the quarterback, and then
he still is. He's still the Wildcat. Tenge, Matau, and I think Dixon in front of him. He's got big bodies.
3 running backs in front of him.
Sanchez walks in. Touchdown, San Mateo.
Nice little short yardage package right there that they came up with.
Sanchez's 7th touchdown of the season.
Well, interesting. Number 5 scores for American River, and number 5 scores for CSM here in the start of the second half.
And we are back to a 10-point game.
Right there, you just see nice blocking, great blocking, bodies on bodies, outnumber the defenders, and it's going to be an easy score just like that.
At this point in the third quarter, a couple months ago, it was 17-3, and it ended up being a 1-point game. It's now 23-13.
Hey, this one is far from over. This one is far from over. And you know, you're comparing two teams that are completely different teams now. But that's what we do. All we can go on is what happened in the past and what's going on now. So I'm impressed with both of these teams at what they've been able to do this late in the season. You know, it takes a toll on a person's body. Not only the players, but the coaches themselves. I mean, here it is, they've been going since August? And it's December.
Coach Osterhout says we start putting the team together in January when they have, their conditioning courses and everything.
Yeah, their workouts, conditioning.
Jacobs and Freeman, they're hanging around the 15. Ojeda's got a leg. He just hasn't really shown it. And he's going to kick a short one again.
He's getting underneath it. He's giving it to Freeman.
In the 18 to the 25-30. Gets to the 35 to the 36-37.
That is some great starting position for American River. There's Mr. Do-It-All so far for American River.
Leith, 8 of 11 for 88 yards and a touchdown.
You got one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. I think it's going to be a run here.
Leith. Jacobs. Freeman is 6 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown. Jacobs now his 3rd touch for about 19, 20 yards.
Yeah, his 3rd touch. He had 17, that's 3, so it's 20. He's at 20 right now, yeah.
Kenny Leith, who's just been so cerebral for American River, making no mistakes. The only one is the one interception. He has fumbled the ball a couple times, but right now, gonna run it again. He finds a hole, and right there, number 5 came up in Roberson to give him a nice hit from the safety position.
Wow, Amari Roberson delivered a hammer of a blow right here. Look at him step up right. Perfect form tackle. Legs right into the midsection. Great tackle by Roberson.
Well, 3rd down. American River has not been great on 3rd down this afternoon. They're 2 of 7.
Yeah, they've gone on 4th down at this part of the field before. So
also 2 of 3 on 4th down.
I wouldn't bet against them going on for it for the 4th down.
Send Charles out wide. Now he's getting back in motion. 1 second on the play clock. They get the snap out just in time. Lead feels the pressure. He's going to get dropped from behind. Number 45 and Krishna Clay.
Krishna Clay comes up big. Krishna Clay coming right up inside. Great job of fighting through the block. He fights through number 75, gets to Leith, and just puts him away.
Well, Freeman is back out to retrieve this punt.
I see you, Bud! I see you, Bud!
High snap. And this is going to go off the side of his foot. He gets a little nice roll for himself. And what a roll for American River inside the 25 to about the 24.
They've got a couple of great rolls on punts. 3:11 left here in the 3rd period, and CSM has the ball. American River's got to go ahead and put a stop here. And if you're CSM, you want to go ahead and put a nice long drive together.
Grigsby 11 of 16 for 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Nate Sanchez is 77 yards on the ground for 4.5 yards carry. They haven't had a 100-yard rusher in weeks. Play action. Wants his man. He's going to throw it. Got Pitts. I thought he was going to go deep for Patterson. Instead, gets the midfield with number 4.
I thought the same thing, and I didn't see Fidel Pitts running that little crossing route, that shallow cross. Went a little bit deep. It starts shallow, and it goes deep, and does a great job moving the ball to the 50-yard line now. CSM has had some quick strike offense here this afternoon.
Right at the 50. Grigsby changing it up at the line. He's got 10 seconds on the play clock, gets the snap. 1-on-1, wants Freeman. And great coverage down the field with Tilford.
There was a little hand fighting going on down there.
They've been letting him play outside except for a couple of penalties.
Yep. Most of the penalties have been motion penalties.
Yeah, they had one PI in the end zone, which didn't put too many yards there, but it wasn't accepted because it was a touchdown. So 2nd and 10 from the 50. Gonna hand it off to White. It's gonna be 3rd and about 8. Bulldogs are 3 of 6 on 3rd down this afternoon. You're up by 10, Steve. Strike here could demoralize a little bit for the Beavers. It's still being reached within 17, but Norcal Championship facing one of the top defenses in the state of California, down 17 points. You were down at 1 point, 14 points in that game 3 months ago, sorry. Bulldogs since 2007 lead series against American River 8-4. Play action. Grigsby wants to turn, throws over the middle, and he's got no one there, and he's going to be forced to punt. I don't know where he was going. He had 4 guys around 2 dudes, and another guy with 2 more guys deep.
Yeah, no, this is going to be an interesting little boot play. He's going to go ahead and take it and boot out. Watch when he boots out. He's got this one right here. That's where he wanted to go to, but he overthrows it. That's what he's talking right there to Patterson. Okay, look, didn't expect you to stop. I expected you to keep going ahead and moving. So there's a drive that stalls right there for the Bulldogs.
Dorje thought he pinned Freeman back in the first half deep, and he took it 20 yards down the sideline.
Dorje's got to go ahead and punt for the...
and it's a fake! Lea Pepe is going to get there! First down and more!
What a special teams call that was, Jason. That fooled everybody. Corey LePepe being the up back, snap to him. Right there, you see the ball snap to him. He's got 2 blockers in front of him. Everybody's gone. He keeps his balance. He goes for a big chunk past the first down. Wow.
Wow is correct.
Wow.
I was not in the brain of plays I thought I'd see today.
I thought they were going to go ahead and try and pin Freeman back. Blitz off the edge.
Play action. Pressure coming. No holding call. He's got Patterson!
Ooh, he's at the 1. He's at the 1.
Touchdown! Oh, yeah! Patterson! Oh, my!
What a play. Reaching for the end zone. You get the big play on the first down, and you go for the home run, the knockout punch right there.
His 33rd passing touchdown. Patterson's 11th touchdown. Ojeda makes it a 17-point affair.
Comes across, does a great job. Look at that. Just keeps running to the corner, keeps running away, and he gets to the pylon.
What a touchdown to make it 30-13.
49 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Let's look at it again here, folks. Watch his knee.
His knee is just going to be down. He's not. Well, it's hard to see. The body's in the way. Does he go over the top of the body?
I thought he was down. I think the knee may be just inches off the ground.
It could be. It could be.
From that angle.
The official, again, does not have the ability to see what we see in slow motion. He's in super fast,
that was incredible.
Regular time, but great job. If that knee doesn't go down, he did a great job of getting on top of the body and using the body to catapult him into the end zone.
Fake punt to a 33-yard touchdown catch and run by Patterson. They go up 17 points, their largest lead.
On the ground.
And Freeman keeps attracting the ball to the 20 to 25. And finally wrapped up by a couple of Bulldogs at the 32.
Well, if you can keep Freeman from springing one, the defense has been able to go ahead and slow down Kenny Leith in the offense for American River so far. Now's not the time to go ahead and let up if you're a Bulldog, because American River has got some explosive power here.
Well, they were down 14, came back to almost win that game in September. They're down 17 now. The largest lead CSM had in that game was 14 points. So is this one incomplete? They've been bringing the pressure.
They're looking for a tight end. He's looking for the tight end, and everybody forgets about the tight end.
And Bozzi.
Seth Bozzi. He plays fullback and tight end.
He was wide open, too, and just could not get it to him.
Too much pressure by the front four of CSM.
Leaf. Pressure. Leaf. Can't get away.
Coming from the outside edges are just beating the daylights out of the tackles.
Ezra Funa, young man from Modern Day High School.
Funa, number 93, upside, up the middle. You got 10 and 9 coming off the edge. You don't know where it's coming from if you're the quarterback.
They're 2 of 8 on third down this afternoon. Will they let this clock run out and head to the fourth? They will. We will go to the final quarter in Northern California play of 2023. The CSM Bulldogs lead by 17 as they get Funa to Leith. It's 30-13. You're watching the Maryland Sports Network coverage of the Norcal Championship game.
Our smiles can light up a room. Our work can light up an entire city. We're the men and women of the IBEW, working with a code of excellence that guarantees the job will be done right, on time, and safely. We're lighting the path to the future. Let us show you just how bright that path is.
The best food deserves the best salsas. I can assist you, for I am El Salsa Recommender. Carnitas Burrito, the Volcan. Steak and prawns, Oaxaca. Tacos al Pastor, Molcajete. Salsa is not about the heat, it's about the flavor. My work here is done.
Who is that? I don't know.
Pancho Villa Taqueria. I recommend it.
Today's game is brought to you by Sequoia Realty Services, a full-service real estate company providing clients with a comprehensive array of services, from buying your first home to acquiring wealth through multiple property investments. We are based on the San Francisco Peninsula and have the capacity to serve the entire Bay Area. Third and a long way to go here for Leith & Company. They're 2 of 8 on third down as we start the final quarter of play.
They ran a draw last time they had this much.
Leith. Hits, sacked, Funa again. Someone else on the bottom there. Number 3, Tia was there too.
Milani Tia. Funa and Tia. The defense for San Mateo is just fired up, Jason.
Freeman, Mac here for punt. What a boot. Freeman. Dancing. Trying to cut back. Couple penalties. And they came from everywhere.
Yeah. There's flags everywhere.
Because he tried to make something out of nothing, he got some penalties, some blocks or holds here.
Whose flag is this? Whose flag is this?
Yeah,
Whose flag is this?
Pointing it everywhere.
What'd you call here? What'd you call there? What's this one for?
During the return, holding. Return team, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So instead of being at the 36, it'll probably be around the 26, 22-yard line, actually. Yes, sir. So the Bulldogs start on their own 22. Grigsby going to send a man in motion. Going to run this one. Sanchez.
Good little tackle.
So right now, final quarter, if you're CSM, you want that time to just tick away.
Yeah. You want to see those 3 big goose eggs. 0-0-0 hit fourth quarter.
Sanchez saw a lot of Beavers in front of him and gets away.
Now he's looking to get back and get a yard. It's about 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3. 3 of 7 on 3rd down this afternoon for the Bulldogs. This is not where you want to go ahead and punch it back so quickly.
No, you don't want to give the ball back at this juncture here. You want to go ahead and milk some more clock out here.
Hand it off. Sanchez hits his own offensive lineman, goes down. They'll be forced to punt here.
Yeah, no, he ran right into a blocker. A good job of the defense forcing the blocker to go ahead and make the tackle.
It was the 4th quarter back in September where ARC scored 20 points.
Anything is possible.
Does history begin to repeat itself here?
And again, you've got the electrifying Mr. Freeman, Robert Freeman, back for the punt. They're coming. They're coming.
Roger. Not the best punt. It's going to be right around where it go out of bounds. At the 45, yeah, that's where it's going to go. $11:59. You have 2 timeouts. You're down 3 scores if you're Coach Osterhout.
The offensive line for American River has not been able to go ahead and handle the defensive pressure by the front 7. You got to see if Leith can go ahead and get his offensive line to go ahead and give him some time to go ahead and get some production here.
2 receivers up top.
Blitz coming.
Jacobs tossing the reverse. He's got Freeman. Freeman is going to cut on up, and it's going to be one of the toughest 3 or 4 yard runs. And Funa puts him down, and that's a 15-yard penalty.
Wow, that was not a good thing for Funa to do. That last, and Coach Tulloch is telling him, son, you made a great play. Just didn't need to finish it off like that.
You have to listen for the whistle, and he just kept going.
Dead ball. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 93 of the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
15 yards from the spot. Where are they marking it? Was
so from where it was stopped at the 49, it should be 15 yards to the, or right around, right there at the 36.
Because it was a dead ball foul. It was at the end of the play. Well, this is a plus for American River. They got to take advantage of this, Jason.
This is where Leith and company have to find a way to get in the end zone. Cut it down to 10. Freeman out wide up top. He goes right down below for Bozzi, and he couldn't hold on. They finally target him and get him near the ball, and he drops it. Throw behind him, though, a little bit as well.
Yep. No, the tight end, he slips out. The tight end and the other fullback, the ball was thrown behind him and just couldn't find the handle on it.
.11:26, 2nd and 10. See Coach Tugg run down the sideline. He was trying to see something. Leaf wants to throw this one, and he throws it short. Was it in the turf? No, incomplete. Looking for number 2 in Jacobs.
Looking
third
for the
down.
back out. Yeah. You see the back out on a little out. The ball's just underthrown and bounces right there to Jacobs.
They're 2 of 9 on 3rd down, 3rd and 10, and you're looking at probably 4-down territory here for Coach Osterhout and the Beavers.
Well, you kick a field goal here if you can, because he's got a leg. McCreary's got a leg. McCreary's 8 of 9 for field goals.
In the gun with his running back to his left hip. Freeman fakes the jet sweep toss. Wants to throw Leaf. Feels the pressure. He's going to run. He's got the first down and more.
Well, the linebackers got fooled right there with the play action run, and Leaf does a good job of using his legs. That was a hold right there.
They let him play, no penalty.
Play, yeah.
11 minutes to go.
No harm, no foul.
I didn't see it, so no penalty was thrown.
That's right. That's right.
They don't get to see what we see. 10 seconds on the play clock. We're under 11 minutes to go in the game. Leaf sends Freeman out wide. He wants Freeman. He's going for Freeman. Oh, what a grab!
Out of bounds? He catches it at the 1. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Jair Smith thought he didn't catch it. We're going to see right there. You see the isolation on it. Watch him backpedal. He catches. Oh, knee goes down. Wow. That young man makes a one-handed catch. He's able to go ahead and get his knee down so that he's inbounds. That's a Sunday afternoon football play.
7 catches for 96 yards. Riley, the deep back with Leith. Owen under center.
Heavy set.
Hands it off to the fullback. Touchdown!
Yep, that's what they scored on last time.
American River, number 24 gets there. Joshua Moore. That 15-yard penalty comes back to haunt you.
Yeah, you can't make those mistakes this late in the game. I know you're fired up and you want to go ahead but you just can't do that. Offsides.
Now, do you think of 2?
You could chase the points right now, yes.
But that would be a risk. You'd be down 11
Outside,
instead of 10.
Unimpeded. It's declined. Replayed him down.
That Moore touchdown with his 6th touchdown of the season. McCreary makes it 30-20. A big personal foul penalty, and then a huge throw and catch to Robert Freeman, and then more touchdown. Makes it a 6-play, 55-yard drive. Cut the lead down to 10.
We saw that in the last series that CSM scored on. There was a penalty. It was a penalty, or there was some big play, and then they scored a touchdown on the next play, and that's exactly what American River got through doing. And you're going to see right here, just straight up little fullback dive, collapse the defensive line. He goes over the top.
Well, you had the fake punt for the touchdown. And then that led to Patterson touchdown. Now the big throw to Freeman.
That's what it was.
30-20. 10:06. Still plenty of time for American River to make that comeback. Bulldogs are looking. They have to play keep away now. You want to score. Scoring is a plus, but you also want to milk the clock as much as you can.
No, you want to be able to put points on the board. If you can put points on the board, you keep stretching the lead. But if you can't put points on the board, you want to keep the ball out of your opponent's hands. And I'm looking down.
They only have one man down deep, and that, I believe, is Sanchez. It is Sanchez. They have the hands team up just in case.
Yeah.
A little pooch kick here. Sanchez from the 21. And he just goes down at about the 27.
How about they landed
there
on
was
him?
no hit there. And there's some pushing and shoving going on.
Wow. He slid down, and they piled onto him here. Watch this, Jason. He slides down.
Well, he was thrown
and they
into
come in
him.
and land on him.
Well, either Pitts or number 4 Smith kind of threw him into him. So that's a little tough one. I don't blame not throwing a penalty there. So, Grigsby, 10:03 on their own 26. Gonna hand it off and cut short. Didn't go anywhere. He lost a yard. Did White.
That's Tremaine making another tackle.
We've mentioned him a lot. He hasn't really made the big explosive defensive plays. He hasn't gotten to the quarterback yet. He's got pressure on.
No, he's got 9 tackles so far. 3 solos, 9 tackles, 6 assists.
This is when, if you're CSM, you don't snap until you're under 5 seconds on the play clock.
Yep.
Patterson in motion. Pressure coming. Grigsby feels it. He's going to throw an interception. He threw it to Tremaine.
Wow. We just said Tremaine's name, and he comes up with the biggest play of the afternoon for the Beavers. And that's the second INT for Grigsby today.
What was Grigsby thinking? He had the pressure, but he had no oomph on that ball. I think he would have taken the sack there. And he threw it right into Tremaine's arms, and they're at the Bulldogs 36.
Yeah, it's a short field now. This is your defense going to have to really bow it up here. Tremaine is just a defensive machine. Like we said in the opening, highly instinctive, always near the ball.
It's not over until it's over, and we said it. And right now, they can cut it down to 3 points with one big play. Leaf.
And here's the big play.
He's going to throw this one. Hits Jacobs. He gets to the 30. Gets a block from Freeman inside to about the 21-yard line, maybe at the 20.
Momentum is swinging back towards American River right now. See right there is a nice little pass, the back out of the field. Freeman does a nice little stock block on Jair Smith right there, and they pick up a big first down.
1st and 10 in the red zone here at the 20-yard line of CSM here for American River. Jacobs on that last one for 16 yards. Leaf, who does not make mistakes. Bulldogs are going to hope that he makes one. Going to throw this one one-on-one for the end zone. Touchdown!
Another touchdown for Freeman.
Robert Freeman cuts to lead the 4, and a penalty comes out at the end. The flag has come out, probably for celebration. Because the coach was out there, or a player from the sideline came up.
Yeah, but you know what? There was a push-off too, Jason. Freeman's been getting away with a nice push-off there when it's that one-on-one.
And I think they just ejected that player who came out in the field. And look at this touchdown. What a grab. Yes, there was some pushing.
Yep, little push off, and it's not called.
The touchdown is good. After the play, sideline warning.
Sideline warning. It looked like I saw someone showing the thumbs like he's gone.
Say, get back here, get back.
Yeah. That was an official doing that, not a coach. So now the interception leads to 6, will lead to 7. And remember that missed extra point earlier in the game.
Right. Crucial.
And it is good to make it 30-27. Grigsby's second interception leads to 7. And it's a 30-27 game with 8:35 to go. Just moments ago, it was a 17-point game. It is now a 3-point game. What a championship game we have going on here.
Yeah, and that whole momentum swing, which we've been talking about all day long, but that whole momentum swing came from that penalty that Funa slammed down. Who was it? Leith on a sack.
That was Freeman on that end around.
See right here, again, watch the push off. He gets a little separation, not much of a push off, but he does such a great job in tracking the ball. It's amazing what he can do.
You know it's coming. Yeah. He hasn't thrown it to anybody else.
No. Everybody else has either missed it or it's been an underneath pass, but they're just going to keep going for the home run with Freeman.
14 unanswered points now for American River. They've had the ball for 28 minutes and 38 seconds compared to CSM's 22:47. Leith is 11 of 17 for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Freeman, who's got 8 catches for 116 yards today. And a short kick again. He's going to let it bounce. Picked up. Sanchez from the 20. Gets across to the 25-30. He finds a hole at the 35 and all the way to about the 36. We'll see exactly where they mark it.
Brought down by number 22, Michael Chavez. Chavez a safety with 61 tackles.
Penalty?
Offside. Kicking team. 5 yards tacked on to the end of the run. First down.
Put it to the 40. Could not have asked for better field position to start for the Bulldogs on a drive where they must score.
They have to score, but they have to use clock. They have to be smart about what it is they do. What?
So they put it. Okay, now they're remeasuring, and it's at the 40 because he was at the 30, almost the 36 before. That was interesting. But back to the game here. 8:29 left. 1st and 10 here for Grigsby, who's got 2 interceptions and 3 touchdown passes today.
Loading the box, coming after him. They're loading the box, forcing him to go ahead and throw.
They hand it off. Sanchez, who's close to 90 yards. He's at 21 attempts, about 84, 85 now.
If you're the Bulldogs, you cannot go 3 and out in this series. Bulldogs are playing a little bit tight. American River is playing up very, very loose.
2nd down. Grigsby. Play action. Going to throw it over the middle. He got LaVille for a 1st down into Beaver territory. And he threw it in an area where there was about 4 Beavers.
Triple coverage. And Grigsby just throws it. The guy's got ice water in his veins. Look at that throw right there. And LaVille goes up and brings it back down.
14 of 22 for 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Grigsby. He's in Beaver territory. 7:20 and counting. Patterson in motion, gets the snap. Going to hand it off for Sanchez. Finds a hole. He got away from one tackle. Spins away from a couple more. Now dragging a couple guys for about 8-9 yards.
Tremaine was right there, and Sanchez ran right by him, right through him. See right there, Tremaine's in the backfield, all by himself, just can't hang on. Sanchez keeps his balance, runs by the other linebacker, and there's that safety, 22, Chavez, making the tackle. Go ahead, and now White's in the backfield.
In the pistol, 10 seconds on the play clock, 6:35 left in the game. White, first down, and to the 30. And Tremaine there to bring him down.
Matthew White getting a very important first down, does a great job. They're packing the box, and watch White get outside. This is exactly what you want to do. Get outside, runs right through the grass, shoestring tackler, and Tremaine is able to go ahead and make that stop.
2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Sanchez the back. Sanchez gets hit hard. Did the ball come out? The ball came out. Number 23 came in, Antonio Williams, and knocked that ball loose. Who has it? This will decide everything here. American River, I believe, has the ball. They're still fighting. American River ball.
Wow.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Watch this hit. Boom, right on the ball.
And the ball came out.
Yep. Tremaine's right there, doesn't jump on it. Looked like Mappa was right there to go ahead and recover it, but he couldn't get it. Third turnover for the Bulldogs.
And 5:54, the way they've been driving, they could drive and take the lead here. Oh my, what a fourth quarter. They scored 20 in September. Could they score that now and take the lead?
Freeman in the slot.
Leaf sends Freeman outside. Covered by Smith. They stumble on the opening pressure. That's tipped up. Caught by Bozzi.
Oh
my God.
Oh my gosh.
Everything right now is falling the way of the Beavers.
Bozzi gets his hands on the ball, tips it up. It hits the defender and comes right back to Bozzi.
No one else is in the air. Everyone stopped. All the defenders stopped.
Yeah, Hargraves, they thought it was going to be incomplete, but Bozzi does a great job of coming up with that first down.
Pressure coming. Lee takes a hit. Incomplete.
Lee took a big hit by number 32.
Mateo has to come out because his helmet came off as he gave that hit to Lee.
Yes. Mateo with a nice blitz right there at the C gap, and he just delivered one on Leith, but Leith stood there and took it.
And he threw a dart and just incomplete. Second and 10. Switching out for Charles, and now they're going to bring Riley out. They're going to bring in number 85 in Homely. They have 8 seconds on the play clock. They got to hurry up with 7, with 6. He has it with 5, with 4, with 3. He gets the snap off, hand it off. Jacobs, and he's going to lose yards. How about that? Reed and company get there, and it's third down.
Puna right there, making a nice stop.
They are 3 of 10 on third down. It's 3rd and 12 to go.
Gee, who do you think's going to get the ball?
I would say someone with the number 5 on his uniform.
Yeah, look at what they're doing. They're stacking him over here.
And this is the loudest this stadium has been all afternoon.
They're stacking him, hoping to get him open.
Freeman in motion. Pressure coming. He's going to throw wide open. Jacobs. Jacobs is going to get the first down and more. All the way to Bulldog territory.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. You know, that's what Freeman does. Everybody focuses on him, and that opens up so many other players.
4 of 11 now on third down. Sorry, Steve.
Leith does a great job of delivering the ball. And look at Jacobs. Wow.
Jacobs as Durham gets to him. Under 4 minutes to play in this championship game for the rights to be the representative in the state championship.
Bulldogs have to find some way to go ahead and swing momentum back their way. Right now,
American River here in the fourth quarter. 14 points, no scores for the Bulldogs.
Down at the bottom of your screen, you got Jair Smith on Freeman.
Leith, plenty of time. Leith can just go where he wants, and he throws it away.
Had to throw it away.
Two guys were holding one guy. That's terrible.
It'll be third down. They're 4 of 11 on third down. Third and 6. Someone wearing number 5 may be the decoy for someone in another uniform. He's been moving around a lot. Leith in the pistol. Moore, the running back.
You got one-on-one coverage at the top. Watch the top of your screen.
Pressure coming. Leith feels it. Leith, he's going to get hit. He's
oh, my goodness.
It's dropped.
Almost.
Okaka had it right in his hands. And now, do you try for the field goal and the tie, or does he go for it on fourth down?
Look at this right here. Okaka almost had.
That was going to be only his second pick of the season, and it's now fourth down. 2 of 3 this afternoon. They
14,
came in at 9 of 20 on the season.
Left. They got 8 seconds on
down
the play
to 8,
clock.
Down to 6, down to 5. Timeout. American River. That's their second timeout.
Timeout. American River.
This has turned out to be an amazing game, Jason.
American River comes game in 9 of 20 on fourth down attempts. They are now 11 of 23. Right around 46% conversion rate on fourth down. We have mentioned in the past, or at least I have, that time of possession, when the Bulldogs have it for 30 minutes, they have not lost this season. As of right now, American River's at the 30-minute mark, and the Bulldogs are only at 25.
Ooh.
They've had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble by the Bulldogs. 1 turnover on downs for American River. It's 4th and 6, and they're bringing out the offense. This Bulldog sideline getting this crowd here going.
They had 12 guys in the huddle.
And they just got the 12th guy off the field. 3 receivers set. Leith in the gun. They got to get to the 31. They send Jacobs out wide. Timeout Bulldogs. That's their first.
Okay. Timeout.
And the chess match continues.
First timeout.
Nothing like prolonging things, huh?
Incredible. Question is does Coach Osterhout change what they showed, or do they go back in the same formation? And the other question is, who's covering number 5? Smith has been battling great all day, just Freeman has won those battles. Do you go with Lalea instead, young man going to Oregon, instead of Smith? Both are great defensive backs in their own right today. Kenny Leith is 13 of 22 for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, if you double up Freeman, that leaves somebody else uncovered. So you've really got to go ahead and play your defensive scheme, your normal defensive scheme right here, and hope that your defensive line can go ahead and put pressure, as they've done.
The crowd back to bringing the noise here at College Heights Stadium. There's no rain now. It's settled down. 3:08 left in the ball game. It's 4th and 6. They're 2 of 3 on 4th down today. Freeman, the top and the slot on your screen. Leith, 3 receivers set. Sends Jacobs out wide to the left. Leith, feeling the pressure, throws it, caught, first down. That's number 16 in Micaiah Stevenson. They're 3 of 4 on 4th down, and the drive continues.
Wow. Haven't seen Stevenson all day, but he does a great job of coming in behind.
I don't think that was aimed for him. I think he was going for Freeman, and Freeman fell down.
Yeah, no.
Just happened to have a guy going in the same area.
Sometimes it's pretty good to be lucky.
Wow. Ice water in Leith's veins with that throw there, and he keeps it going. Hand it off. Trying to bounce outside. Jacobs brought down. 2.5 to play. 1 timeout for the Beavers.
Milani Tia right here making the tackle.
2 timeouts for the Bulldogs. This is coming off a fumble. .210 to play. Hand it off, Jacobs to the outside, cuts back inside. 3rd and short, coming on up.
3rd and 2. And right now, all the Beavers want to do is just keep the ball, keep driving, and either pick up a touchdown or a field goal.
They're 4 of 12. This coaching staff of about 60 years combined of Division I, II football experience. Coach Osterhout's years as well. Now at the helm of ARC is trying to make the big drive to come all the way and win this one. Leith going under center.
Toss outside.
Hand it off to the big fella.
5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty. One of the backs jumped. The back to the bottom right of the screen jumped.
False start. Offense, number 33. 5-yard penalty.
Elias Brown, who had the first touchdown, gets called for a false start. They did also have Gustafsson out there. Does have a touchdown as that defensive lineman comes out as a tight end. Now it's 3rd and 8. Again, 4 of 12 on 3rd down today, and they've had some big ones. Robert Freeman to the bottom of your screen, covered by Smith.
Ineligible tight end right there.
Play action, Leith. Going for the end zone! It's intercepted! It's intercepted! He finally makes the mistake he hasn't made in months.
That is only the 2nd interception.
And it's number 5 in Roberson with the biggest play of his season.
Holy cow. Leith did not even see Roberson sitting back there. And this Bulldog team is erupting. And you can see the dejection over there on the American River side. That is Kenny Leith. Look at him roll. He's looking for the receiver. And watch Roberson just sitting there playing center field. And he comes up with the biggest pick of his life.
Elias Brown was open, but he didn't see number 5, who was waiting as Ken Griffey Jr. in center field. Okay. And now it's time for the victory formation. He has one timeout, but not enough.
Right. Victory formation, one timeout. Now all they need to do is just run the clock out. Timeout.
The
American
play
River.
that
Look at this right here.
sealed the season.
Great pressure. Leith just puts it up into the end zone. 3 guys covering, and Roberson. Oh, wow. This game has kept me on the edge of my seat, Jason.
I got goosebumps.
Wow. All I could say is wow. This has just been a tremendous battle between these two teams. It's not over yet. When it comes down to triple zeros,
the Bulldogs are 44 seconds away from the 5th trip since 2009 to the state championship game, for the 4th trip since 2017, and for the 3rd time in 5 years under head coach Tim Tulloch. What a game it has been for Coach Osterhout and American River. They had all of the momentum. They were going down the field at ease with 4th down conversions after an interception and a fumble and 14 unanswered points, and now they're 1 knee away. And that big false start on 3rd and 8 changed everything, because instead of being short and running the ball, they're going to go for it.
They had to pass. They wanted to pass. They wanted to go to the end zone. They were getting short on timeouts. They want to keep that last timeout in their pocket just in case they had to go ahead and kick a field goal. And all I can say is, holy cow.
Well, that's going to do it. For the 3rd time under Coach Tim Tulloch's reign, the Bulldogs will represent the Northern California as champions and go play in Southern California a week from today against either Riverside or Ventura. Will it be the rematch of a year ago, or will we see Ventura for the first time in the state championship since 2018?
Yeah.
They shake hands. It came down to the one thing that American River does not do often.
Throw an interception.
Exactly.
Kenny Leith's got to be a little bit beside himself right now, the poor young man. You know, he hasn't thrown but 1 interception all season, and he throws one to go ahead and just go ahead and end it right now for the dreams of American River.
So they shake hands here in the middle of the field. We'll take one break, come back with the post game. Bulldogs pull off the victory. We'll be back with more.
All right, now you're just like Danny, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training,
Go, Daddy.
or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity, part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green. Family owned, Gray's Paints is the Bay Area's leading provider of Benjamin Moore paint, stains, and finishes. Gray's Paint will provide you unparalleled paint expertise, environmentally friendly products, and premium customer service to help you successfully navigate your project. Gray's Paint and Benjamin Moore, available at 4 Bay Area locations: Burlingame, San Mateo, Redwood City, and Menlo Park. Go to Gray's. Gray's knows green.
One of our successes has always been able to find the B personalities, and the B personality just stands for Butler, which means fitting into our organization. We could have been a much bigger company if we had chosen to be, but it's been the philosophy of both myself, Bill, and the leadership team to stay at a size that we really know all of our team members and their family members, because we're only as good as the team member sitting next to us.
The best best food deserves the best salsas. I can assist you, for I am El Salsa Recommender. Carnitas Burrito, the Volcan. Steak and prawns, Oaxaca. Tacos al Pastor, Molcajete. Salsa is not about the heat, it's about the flavor. My work here is done.
Who is that? I don't know.
Pancho Villa Taqueria. I recommend it.
And welcome back here. Let's look at some of the highlights of this great game. First off, it was the Freeman show.
Freeman. All second half here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Freeman again. Same play, same touchdown, but that was his first touchdown in the third quarter.
And then after a fake punt, they go straight to Patterson, who finds the end zone.
Yes, great job by Jeremiah Patterson of taking that deep cross and getting into the end zone. And this was another shot.
Last touchdown CSM scored before they had Sanchez, who got a 1-yard touchdown run. At this point, this made it 30-13. And for some at home,
yeah, everybody on the San Mateo sidelines thought it was over with, but not Robert Freeman. Robert Freeman came back with a vengeance.
He had 8 catches for 116 yards. They get it to Joshua Moore, who gets into the end zone today.
The pressure was on, and he throws another interception right to number 44. And that sets up this right here. Another Freeman touchdown. The same thing that we've seen all day long. Freeman just getting his little turn on the defensive player. But this gave them an opportunity to get within 3 right here. The forced fumble by number 23, Antonio Williams.
And then what Leith has not done all year except for one other time, he didn't see the safety, and he throws a deep ball right into Amari Roberson's arm that leads them winning the Norcal championship.
Amari Roberson comes up big, that young man. And we said his name earlier about something, and it wasn't a positive thing, but that just
he had a big hit at one point in the game, and then he makes this play as Coach Dullock is talking to his squad. Hey, look, you get one more week, boys.
Exactly.
And the final stats here as well for the Bulldogs and American River, 22-20 in first downs. 3 penalties for 30 yards, which is uncharacteristic for the Bulldogs. It's typically much higher.
Oh, yeah.
6 penalties for 45 yards for American River. Look at the total yards.
And that last penalty right there with that motion, that they were 3rd and short, put them at 3rd and long when they threw that interception.
It's flipped around, but it's 193 yards passing for American River, 294 for the Bulldogs. And, you only had 45 yards on the ground for American River, and more than that for the Bulldogs. They had about 100 and change. I'm trying to look here. 116 yards on the ground. How about this? Grigsby, 14 of 22 for 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kenny Leith, 14 of 24 for 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the one that sealed the deal, the interception late. And finally, the final stat, as we see this QB comparison here, Steve, as we mentioned that this battle was the battle of QBs. It almost turned out to be the 2 turnovers for Grigsby that hurt him the most.
I mean, look at that right there. 14 of 22, 14 of 22. Neither one of them rushed for -3 and -12 because of the sacks. The passing yards, of course, go in favor of San Mateo. But you were going to say it, Jason. Just before you say it, Jay, I want to say I'm sitting next to Nostradamus here, the guy that can predict anything. Go ahead, Jason. Say what you're going to say.
I've been saying it all year, but the Bulldogs have a stat history. When they get 30 or more minutes on time of possession, they have won. American River had 28 minutes and 38 seconds. The Bulldogs today had 31 minutes and 22 seconds of time of possession, including those last 44, which helped push them over those marks, and it came down to an interception.
So if anybody wants the lottery numbers, go ahead and give me a call. Jason's going to get them for us.
I want That was incredible.
What a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watched this entire season. This was our last broadcast of the 3C2A football here on the Bearline Sports Network, and it was one to remember.
Yeah, no, I'm still catching my breath. I was on the edge of my seat there. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was a great game for both teams, and congratulations to Coach Osterhout and his American River squad. They played a dynamite game. It's one of those games where you don't want either team to lose because you have such a great appreciation for both coaching staffs and players.
Well, the other game is going on right now. I have no updates at the moment. They will play the winner of Riverside versus Ventura. Will we see a rematch of a season ago between the College of San Mateo Bulldogs and Riverside was it Tigers? Yep. Or will it be the Ventura team, the Pirates, playing against the Bulldogs for the first time as well? I want to say thank you for everyone watching this telecast by the Bay Area Online Sports Network. It was granted by the College of San Mateo. Rebroadcast requires the express written consent of CSM and BAOSN. For Steve Nicolopoulos and the entire Bay Area Online Sports Network production team, I'm Jason Neal saying thanks for watching. Congratulations to the 2023 College of San Mateo Bulldogs. You're the Norcal champions, and you head the state for the second year in a row.